God,
That's quite good.
that's a bit full on. Oh, we've got an advert.
Already?
Yeah. Skip. Oh, here we are.
I wonder if anyone's... is anyone receiving us? Anyone there yet? Trying to get all the tech stuff sorted out. But seeing as this is the first time, I was paranoid something wasn't going to work. Oh.
Who's that? What? Oh, hi, Tony. How are you?
Oh, Tony. G'day. Yeah, quite often you're the first. Well done. Yeah, well, we're obviously working. Are you receiving sound okay, Tony?
I don't have anything coming up on here.
Was it frozen? What
No, we
it
haven't
say?
frozen. Yes, everything's good.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Oh, I did it. Woohoo!
No, we should say Merry Christmas from the Wardens.
We'll wait because it'll be closer to Christmas at the end.
Oh, okay.
There'll be more than one person here.
Coming through loud and clear. Hi, Katie.
G'day. Well, we're not. We were having a bit of a joke, saying, "Well, this could be interesting. There could be no one there, and we'll end up having to go. Oh well, we'll pack it in." But no, thanks for joining us.
I don't really need my phone now, do I?
I should put my glasses on so I can see the messages.
And I think that Lily's mice hunting. What is she doing?
I don't know. She must be after a mouse. Lily, come and say hello. Come here. Come up here.
There she is. Say hello.
All right. Don't hit the buttons and turn us off. All right. Go in there and look for a mouse. Yeah. So I've really wanted to get this live stream thing happening, and
hi, Lily.
I'm not the best person with tech stuff, and my son is. I bet he's not on. my son, he's a real tech guy, and I rang him last night needing help because I couldn't get my webcam to register, and he goes, "Oh, it's a bit hard when we're not there." So that was no help at all. But I was up all night. I was working on this for probably about 6 hours, and then
thank you. It's my new work shirt. We all wore them at work yesterday, but it does change, so I can go nice as well.
We tried to look a bit Christmassy. We had a hat. I was like, no, I don't like the hat. And then I put tinsel around my neck, and it's like, no, that's itching me. So, but Julie's not a spoiled sport like me. So, yeah. So anyway, after I was pretty happy that I had this all set up, I decided to start making a short. So I got on, and I had all the troubles. You probably noticed there's a wide short and a proper short. What happened there was the video was 4 seconds longer than a minute. And if it's longer than a minute, that's it. You're not getting classed as a short. So I was working out what's going on. I re-uploaded. I tried changing little things. So I was working on that for quite a while. So then 3 a.m., I got that uploaded. And I decided to go into work because there was a guy that one of the reps that I get my hardware off, he wanted some window frames made. So I was like, all right. So I got up, I went into work, I made his window frames. I had a bit of a nap in the lunchroom.
Hi, Marvin.
Hey, Marvin. We were just saying, I wonder if Marvin's going to catch us.
Hi, John from the UK. I'm from the UK
John.
as well.
Yeah, I can't see the messages because I should put my glasses on, but maybe I'll do that because otherwise I'm not going to know what's going on.
Oh, well, I can give you my phone if it's easier. If you can read it.
It would be good to, when I see him pop up.
Oh, look, there you go. Look, it's on there now.
Yeah, so this is our Christmas edition chat, really.
It's our first one.
Yeah,
live.
Exciting. I'm thinking that we might do this, try and do that. I know everyone says that. I remember Caleb, from Second Empire Strikes Back. I remember his either first live, or I think it was his first live, and he said, "Yeah, we'll do this every fortnight." And I haven't seen the live for quite a while, so come on, Caleb. Let's now I can't see myself in there, but I can't really read it anyway. What's Marvin saying?
How's the weather? It's not too bad today. It's about 25 today.
The weather this Christmas is actually nice and cool. So we've had low 20s mainly, a couple of higher ones, but yeah, the weather's awesome. They're talking that it could even be rain on Christmas Day, so which won't matter to us. It's actually good. Sometimes we've had it like 35 degrees and we're all sitting outside having a meal because we go to my mum's and my mum and dad's, and there's we got a big entertaining area there, and we're all sitting outside. They've got ceiling fans, but it's just uncomfortable. So this year's going to be good. So I'll just let you know, because things are going to be probably up and down a little bit. My dad's actually in hospital at the moment.
Oh no, you're spinning. Who's spinning? Oh no, you're spinning.
What's spinning? Okay. Let us know if something goes wrong, because and my camera is likely, I'm using the GoPro, and I don't know how long that will last, and the mics, how long they'll last. If we get cut off, I'm sorry, but I meant on my way home from work today to go and get a longer cable for the GoPro, so that we can get it a bit more central rather than squish up here in the corner. But anyway, the main thing is that I feel like I've had a real accomplishment. We're actually live on YouTube.
I know.
I mean, it's not hard. The YouTube bit's not hard. It's getting everything else set up. So anyway, I'll go back to what I was saying. My dad's in hospital and he's quite ill. He almost he almost passed away. It was that bad. He's very frail, and his mind is a bit not like it should be. And yeah, so I may not get to do things that I say that I'm going to do. He's obviously going to be in hospital for Christmas Day, and I would say a few weeks. So we'll see how that goes. But I have filmed a heap of stuff to put a video together for you guys. And it's the exciting bit, as I showed you in the short, of the ceiling rose in the dining room. So that's going to be all go. How cool does that ceiling rose look?
Oh, it looks amazing.
It's got, what I like about it is it's got some real depth. It's actually quite big, but it's got layers. And I saw it in the shop and it was just like, yeah, that is the one that I want. So there's a second one that we're getting made for the parlor, and I'll pick that up probably the end of January, and then 2 chandeliers, and I'll show you in the next video with me putting the rose up what we're doing, but it's all going to be matching. So 2 roses, 2 chandeliers. I'll tell you what, that stuff isn't cheap. It's like $4,000 all up for 2 roses and 2 chandeliers.
That's a lot.
Oh, damn it.
What?
I told Julie what it cost. No, but I have told you.
You told me it was 3,000.
Well, no.
You did?
No, it's cheaper, but with 2 of them.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's actually cheaper.
Okay.
Got myself out of trouble then, I think. So who we got here?
Tony, what is the rose made out of?
It's plaster, so it's just the same as the cornice. So it's just the I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, the owner of the store, I'm going to take the GoPro in when I pick the next one up, and I'm going to get some footage around the shop. It's because I've got displays up everywhere, and but the boss there, he's really nice. And when I come in, he's like, "Hey, how you going?" And you know, he asks how the channel's going and whatever, and all that. But he says, "Oh, you know, the plaster cost them so much." And that's why things are so expensive. But it's got fiberglass strands in it. Like, yeah, I've seen them do it. Actually, if you watch YouTube videos on making plaster cornice, you'll see exactly how it's made. But the guy is funny. The guy that made it, when I picked it up, he brought it out. So it's in 5 pieces. Like most roses come already like it complete in 1 piece, but this one's in 5 because of the shape of it. If there's any questions, babe, can you just give me the heads up?
Yes, I'm reading.
Thank you. All right. So, oh, damn it, where was I?
You're talking about the rose.
Yeah, the guy that made it. So they said, pull your ute up by the roller door. So I pulled up there, and he comes out and he goes, I open up the back of the ute, and there's stuff everywhere in there. I got clamps, I got jacks, I got bits of wood for burning in the bonfires. I got, yeah, just stuff everywhere. And he goes, "You're not putting it in there, are you?" He was like a proud mum of his ceiling rose. And he's going, "Oh, this is fragile." And I said, "Oh, you made it, did you?" He goes, "Yep." And he was just real proud of it. So he said that I'm the second person in the world, I guess it would be, but it's second person in Adelaide that has this particular rose. So, and I'll have 2 of them. So aren't we good?
We're special.
Yes. So, yeah, the dining room is going to be really moving along now because we're actually going to be getting the floor sander next week.
There's a question.
Yeah.
What did you have to chip away when installing the rose? Do they leave tabs attached for easy handling or something?
No. So the ceiling rose is completely flat on the back. So you pretty much can just put the cornice adhesive on it and stick it up. But I put a few screws here and there to hold it because it's heavy. And I have had the little bosses that are on the battens in the corners. I have had one of them fall down and break when I was doing the bedroom originally. So, and then so what you've got, it's like a jigsaw piece. So you've got like on one side, it's like male, on the other side, it's female, and then they're all the same. So they all clip together. But I rang the guy. I didn't put it in the short. I might end up putting it in the video, but I rang the company and said, "Oh, hey, there's 10 mil gaps between the pieces." And they're like, yeah, that's normal. It goes because we can't make each bit because we only make one, and then it's a copy or it's just multiple of that one piece. It can't fit together, so you've got to cut away bits and sand it and make it all nice and tight. So that was the worst bit of it. But I used a reciprocating saw, a multi-tool, and I just cut it out. And yeah, I marked it with the texter, cut it to the texter line, and or I should say Sharpie, and it went together pretty good. But then when I put it up, I put the first piece up, and I marked so that because I wanted it to be not like off skew, I wanted it to line up with the battens. So I put the first bit up, like, yeah, that looks good. Then the next went up, then went, oh, it's a bit out. So went, oh, well, it's only going to be a tiny bit out. And then I put the third bit up. It's like, yeah, looking good. And I put the fourth bit up, and there was like a 2-inch gap where it was supposed to be touching. And I'm like, oh, no, I got cornice adhesive. It was stress time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because Julie wasn't home from work yet. And Julie's been doing long hours. Julie worked last night till midnight. And then she got home at 1. That's why I was just playing around with this the whole time. And so yeah, Julie's sort of this busiest time of the year. So I was just trying to get it done by myself. And it was kind of like, I like doing things. And then when Julie gets home, pretty much every day, isn't it? I go, come and check this out. And you're like, let me put my bag down.
I walk in the door and you're always either up a ladder, up the scaffold, paintbrush, doing something, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, life's too short. You have to, if you don't do it, it's not going to get done. So, yeah, but I'm always quite proud of especially the bigger things that I do. And it just adds so many layers to the house. And when Julie gets home, it's, come on, I want to show you this because I'm proud of it. So I understand it could be a bit annoying.
What is the weight? How much does it weigh?
It's heavy. One piece would probably weigh 2 or 3 kilos. I don't know what that is in pounds. It's probably about 5 pounds.
Really?
I think that's what it equates to. Somewhere around there, maybe. It's quite heavy, each bit. So I know the one in the bedroom, that was really heavy. Cooper helped me put that up, and we got a big stick and we propped underneath it while it was drying. But yeah, it is quite heavy. So it was the challenge. My arm, the worst thing was my shoulders. You know, holding your arms up for long periods, my shoulders were killing me.
Yeah, I am very lucky. Everyone at work always asks me about my husband and says, oh, what does he do? And I'm like, oh, he's a carpenter. And they go, oh, you're so lucky to have a tradie in the house.
Hey, you know, like when you have like a mechanic, their cars are always broken down or not running and all these sorts of things. Well, I'm actually doing work continuously. You don't have to go, although there's things that you want me to do and I don't always get to them, hey. But
that's okay.
If you mention though that you know, like, oh, the door's squeaky or that's not shutting or something, generally I fix it straight away.
Yes, you do.
In my mind I do. Anyway. But yeah, so no, it's good fun. I'm loving doing the house, and this is something new for you, isn't it, Julie?
Oh, what?
It's like renovating a house.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, I've never done anything like this at all, ever.
Yeah, and you know, like with the bricklaying, you know, how many people, especially, you know, people that don't do things with their hands at all, that, you know, work, you know, Julie works in a shop, and, you know, it's just actually that's been pretty much all you've done, just been worked in a shop, like, yeah, for a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
So you know, to get in and do the bricklaying, you know, I was super proud, and you did a good job.
I did the gyprocking.
And we had fun.
Gyprock and flushing.
Yeah.
And my work's just had a makeover, taken 6 months to be refurbished and everything. So every day I was to go in and I'd be seeing all the tradies doing stuff and I'd be going, oh, I can do that.
And it was funny, you know, Julie would come home from work and go, oh, I saw them doing this. And where before she wouldn't have known what they're doing. Well, they're making a noise over there doing something on the gyprock or on the wall, she probably would have said. But now she's like, oh, yeah, they're doing this finishing sanding of the flushing now.
Yeah.
And it was, yeah, pretty cool that, you know, you've learned something.
I've learned all the words.
Yeah, all the
words.
Words?
Yeah.
Tradie words?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't take long. That doesn't take long at all. So I'm actually thinking about, now I've probably said this twice a week for the last couple of months, about going back to being a carpenter. But all the carpenters are like mid-20s to, you know, like 30, mid-30s.
We got another question.
And what is it? I can't read it with these anyway.
What are the plans for the kitchen? The super high Victorian ceilings are beautiful, but you could stack 3 sets of cupboards on top of each other and they barely would hit the ceiling. Yeah,
well, I'm not going to go all the way up, but I will go pretty high with the cupboards. I have drawn up on my SketchUp drawing a bit of a layout for the kitchen. So we're going to have an island bench in the middle, and that will just be, it'll be like a work, like a cutting board. It's just going to be a big oak top that's a cutting board. So it'll just be oiled. And then I want to put it's just an idea. It might be more of a pain than anything, but there's a chef, a famous chef, he's English, Jamie Oliver. And I watched him right from the early days, and he had this big bench with a hole. And then when he finished cutting, all the scraps, he'd just scrape into the hole and it'll fall into a bin. So I'm like, I really like that idea, but it might be a bit tacky for, like trying to make things look a bit more, fancy with our Victorian theme. But the fridge, we're going to move over to the other end where the glass cabinet is, because over there we can only have a small fridge because of the space with the chimney. So I'm going to put cupboards on either side of the chimney, display cabinets. We'll have our freestanding oven that's just behind us here, hooked up, but I'm not sure. I really want to get a new oven that is like a copy of the old wood ovens. So, and they got that like enameled finish, and you get them in different colors. I reckon that would look cool. And then we're going to put a dishwasher in, just because we can. Just, well,
so I can have a night off.
It does make me feel so guilty when I hear this ching 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 of dishes being done. But in the corner, there's another thing. So where the glass cabinet is, you'll see when you see another picture of the kitchen. But where the glass cabinet is the fridge. Then in the corner, I'm thinking that might be a spot where the dumb waiter can come down. So I still want to try and make that happen. It's got to line up top somehow. So, a few things to figure out with that. But, the beauty with this SketchUp is it basically gives you a 3D working drawing. It's like I've gone through and I've cut all the elevator shaft, and you go up and you pan down, and you can see it come all the way down. I have changed my drawings a bit since that one. I've started the drawing all over, but what took me probably 2 weeks to do of every moment I was at home working on the drawing, this next one I've been working on for a week, but not very many hours. So I've learned a lot on how to use it. And this drawing is super clean. There's no not many dodgy.
Oh no, where did we go? With this device, do you guys have?
No, it's back
are we
up.
back on?
Don't know what.
We can still hear you.
Sorry, I can only concentrate on one thing at a time, so I can't keep talking while I'm trying to work out tech stuff. I don't know what happened then, but hey, it is highly likely that that mics will die, or I've got my mic up there and it looks like we've got plenty power still. So we'll hopefully be all right for mics. I don't know why the GoPro shut off. Oh, it could have been a 30-minute limit, maybe.
We haven't.
How long have we been going for?
Not 30 minutes.
Okay.
Well, 25 maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
But we had that on running earlier.
Oh well.
All right, we're
Doesn't
back
matter.
up. We're back up.
We're still here.
Yeah, I don't know what the spinning thing is, but hey, Marvin, we haven't caught up. I'm still keen to hear your thoughts on the walkthrough. I did have, oh God, who was it now? Oh, I'm really sorry if you're in the in the chat here. One of the subscribers has said that of not sticking to the Victorian design, and I'm making it look more like a 2000 design of a Victorian mansion. So yeah, we need to talk about that, Marvin. And he did mention something about the dormers. God, I didn't know who that was because I replied to them twice. But yeah, anyway, we'll have to have a look and have a chat one day and see what you think.
Hi, Janet. I think at the moment I'm looking forward to having the dining room finished. I think that would be really nice, and having the floors all done. I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Oh, so I started to say we're hiring the floor sander. I'm working through, but I'll finish early. I'll get in early and I'll finish early. So this after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, I want to sand and polish the hallway and the dining room and the entry. So we just have to hire the sanders. I've been looking for the big orbital sander that smooths out all the bumps, because in the bedroom we've got a few little bumps because that belt sander, it's got so much weight, and then depending on when you drag it, if you lift it higher and lower and got any movement there at all, it puts a hollow in the floorboard. So yeah, I've found that, and I've got to go to Kennards and not Bunnings. So yeah, well, I'll go and get them, and we'll sand it all up and we'll polish. I've got all the polish, I've got the stain, so we're good to go. The only problem's going to be Lily.
Oh, she can just go outside.
What, for a day or two?
She'll be fine.
For the people that saw the bit where I did a little lacquer corner in the dining room, Lily wouldn't go down the hallway past the dining room. She was, yeah, I remember actually when we did that.
You might have to take that wall down.
I was thinking that.
So that we go in round that way and then keep our bedroom door shut.
I was thinking that. Yeah, and shut all of it, like, so she's got all the back in our bedroom.
Yeah.
So yeah, she doesn't like the smell of the lacquer at all. So I might need to put something over the door and get a fan and try and blow it out, but I don't want dust blowing in, so she might have to deal with it. But no, she won't go anywhere near it, so it won't hurt her because she don't like it.
Oh, she hates it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a strong smell, but the fact that she wouldn't actually walk down the hallway, she was like on the ground down there looking sort of mopey, and it's like, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, well, stinks. You can stay there.
Yeah. So that's
You're lost.
Yeah, well, she normally sprints up and down the hallway just all day long. So yeah, but yeah, we're not gonna be able to go down there either.
No.
So
oh no, I won't be able to watch Coronation Street.
Oh no.
Oh yes, I can. I can watch it on my phone. Oh, Cheryl's just messaged me.
So yeah, now we're saying dining room, but I know that you guys would have seen our TV and everything in there. Eventually, when we do the new building part, that the family room will be out there. So rather than confuse things later on, we're just calling it the dining room because that's what it will be. So yeah, we're excited to get this all done. We're going to have to give that red another 2 coats at least.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. It really doesn't cover very well at all. We've given it three or four. It's had about four coats, I reckon.
Think 4.
And 8 litres of paint. And for one room, normally, I mean, these being so high, 4 litres wouldn't quite do it, but we've got 8 litres in so far, and we need probably another 2 or 3 litres. So yeah, it's but it is nice when it gets its full darkness. Like you can see it down the corners where we've cut in, and then we've doubled up over with the roller. It's such a rich, dark. What's it called? It's got that funny name, like anyway, doesn't matter.
What, the colour?
Yeah, remember that?
Burgundy.
No, but it's
No?
got a color that real burgundy or something. I think it's something like
I don't
that.
know. I can't remember.
Anyway, well, I'm going to have to find out if I can get more, go and get more paint. So yeah, that, and I've got the wainscoting. I've got materials here, I think, that I can get all the wainscoting done. Yeah, so the reason I really wanted to get the rose before Christmas was so that I could get the ceiling finished and paint it, because I don't want to be painting the ceiling after I've done the floors. Well, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to want to be up on a scaffold, definitely. I mean, I guess I can get up on a ladder, and although it's a bit, our biggest ladder is not big enough to be on the top cutting in.
That's
I
a
learned
big
that in the
ladder.
bedroom. Sorry?
Oh, so that's a big ladder.
It is, but it's still not big enough. So yeah, that's there is the next video, as well as showing the rows going up. I've removed the front fence. So now when you look at it, there's still the posts in the ground, because it nearly killed me digging these posts out. I got one out, the one like where the driveway is on the corner. It was concreted in, and it was warm, and I must have had a touch of asthma, and I could not get enough oxygen in. And yeah, it was tough work. And you'll see in the video me like with the crowbar digging and then leaning up, going. And that's not just sorry, that's not just my age. It's actually I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right for my age, I think, although my body feels pretty broken at the moment. But yeah, so we took the fence down. I've blocked off for the people that weren't sure what was happening. I mean, I think I clarified that in the drawing, where the parlour wall was coming out to the new fence. So I put in some boards there just for the moment. So just in case Lily gets out the front, she can't run off. And on down the side at the end of the fence, like towards the back of the property, put a pallet and an old gate up there and block that off as well. But so now I can park my new car in the driveway, even though I'm driving over piles of all sorts of stuff.
What do you mean?
No, I dug that up.
Oh, you dug that
Yeah,
up.
but it's I'm going to put my car in the shed. My new car is, we could say, special to me, isn't it?
It's your baby.
Don't anyone mess with it. Even me. It's like yeah. Anyway, so that'll be in the shed, and I've got a car cover to go over it. So because you've seen the creeper over the shed, that's it all sorts of debris comes down and falls on the car. I did have my old Caprice in the shed, and when I got it out, it was just covered in all sorts of stuff. So anyway, that's in the next video also. So got any more questions? Is that Marvin?
Yeah.
Sorry, Marvin, I can't see. What's he saying?
Oh, do you want me to read it from the top?
Oh, well, just give me a rundown of so I can. Oh, I got your emails, Marvin. Sorry. I'm not 100% sure what the illustration is. For those that don't know, Marvin's writing a book. And how many did I say? Is it 50,000 words? Is that right, Marvin? It's a big book. And he sent me a copy, not of the actual book. He just sent me I think it was the pre-edited version of it. 56,000 words. Now, just seeing that by itself, I wouldn't be interested in reading it. You know how long that many words would take me to read? I'd be reading it for the next probably 5 or 10 years. It doesn't sink in for me. I'll read a line and I'll go, hang on, what happened? And I'll go back, and it just takes forever. But Julie's keen to get in and read it.
When I get some spare time.
Yeah, which you're on holiday soon.
4 weeks.
And if I block the way down to the TV, you can't watch Corrie.
No, I will be sad. No, I can watch it on my phone.
So anyway, yeah, I mean the picture of is it Artie? What was his name?
The life of Artie Usher.
Artie Usher, yeah.
That's what it says.
That's basically the drawing of you. That is the main character of the book. Correct me if I'm wrong, Marvin. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never known an author before, and yeah, so we might have to. When this book gets published, I'll get a copy and I'll show you guys, and maybe you can go out and have a look at it. It sounds very interesting, the story.
Marvin, you'll have to sign us a copy.
I've already said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, pretty cool. It's like, you know, for a young guy, Marvin, you certainly like putting your hand to lots of different things, and I totally respect that. So yeah, that's an exciting thing for Marvin coming up.
Yeah.
And Marvin's a big part of the channel, really. I mean, I haven't mentioned him a lot lately, but there was a time where it was Marvin's doing this, Marvin's doing that. This is a drawing Marvin did. So yeah, you know, well, maybe you guys can support him a bit when his book comes out, and have a bit of a look at it. There'll probably be I'd say there'd be an online version that they could click on. That's how they're doing it these days, isn't it?
Yeah, they have these. What are they called?
A thingy book.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those. Someone will tell me in a minute what it's called.
Yeah.
I can't think what it's called.
So
I prefer the actual book, ebook.
Anyone got any questions for us? Because I'm running out of things to babble about. What else? What other things that might be interesting around here at the moment? That's about it. We got the big things that are sort of happening at the moment. I'm not having any time off work, but that's normal.
Mm.
So yeah.
Apart from this weekend and Christmas Day.
Well, I'm going to have Christmas Day off.
And then back to work on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Yay. So are you putting a second floor on? Yes.
Yes, and a third. No, sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
A third floor. Ground, first, second floor. Yes. I will work out with maybe your help, Marvin. We'll see if we can share screen. There's probably a way to do it. Actually, I can probably do this now. I've drawn in all the walls up in the now it's a very American term, attic. I've asked people. I've asked the architect, what do you call the attic space over here? And he couldn't tell me. So what does that say? I mean, we're very influenced by the US, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's why I think I'll feel quite at home when we go over there, when we eventually get over there.
Oh, one day.
Let's see if I can do this without
cutting us off.
All right, so which one are we running off? Live. I've got 2 live streaming, but that's the active one. All right, cool. So I'll see if I can bring up the plans and we can turn the camera around. I can walk you through it. That sort of walkthrough was just, I tried to make a nice smooth walkthrough, but I can actually bring up, because it's all done in layers, so I can pull the roof off and I can show you down inside. Oh, I've done some work on the laundry, the bathroom. Oh, now I'm getting excited. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can do this. What do I need to do here? Let's try pressing this button. Oh, no, that did the opposite.
No, we're still there.
Yeah, we're still there, but I think I need to just add on to here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So SketchUp free, 3D modeling software. The cool thing about SketchUp free, this whole thing has been drawn on SketchUp free. I didn't have to pay a subscription. I didn't have to buy anything. and you go in. Let's turn this around now. So we'll be back shortly. Probably not in the same spot now.
There we go.
Oh, that's not too bad. All right, give me my mouse. All right, so just going to start modeling. It's probably going to be really slow now because we're streaming maybe. So I've got my 2 drawings here. This is the one that I'll go in here. This has got the most interesting stuff, my second drawing. I'm just drawing in all of the balcony posts. So I like to use these construction lines. The architect said that they do all sorts of other cheats, but let's go around. We'll come out a bit. My mouse is a bit glitchy. Now I've drawn in this roof section so it matches the back, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Oh, someone's going because it's they're going to bed. Say good night.
Oh, good night. Who's that?
This one. XX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Have a
Christmas.
safe one.
Thanks so much. Let's turn this around quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, we appreciate it. We'll do this again, and yeah, we'll chat with you again soon. Thanks. See ya.
See ya. Stay safe.
All right. Get back onto this. Try not to pull it out of the. All right. So let's move this over. All right. So I'll just show you quickly before I do anything. So I'm not sure about this roof over the balcony. Marvin, I know that you won't agree with it, but I was just trying something. I can do this. Look, the beauty with this program is I can just go now. What do I call that? Balcony. No, that's that bit. Balcony.
Pitched roof.
Pitched roof. Bam. See you later. So that's the good thing about this program. So yeah, we'll spin this around again, and we'll show you. Well, we'll go up in here. I'll take off the roof. What do I call that roof? That's the extension. Extension roof. Right. All right, so I'll take we'll go, before I get to that, before I pull it all apart. So there's the...
yes, Marvin, I can see that you've been riding, so all good.
So there's the lift shaft. So I've moved the doors over so that when you come up the stairs onto the landing, the elevated doors will come out onto the landing also. So that's pretty cool. I've got so that's up into the attic, those stairs. So let's remove the second floor. The stairs are attached to it, but that's okay. So I've got this like domed area I've got my coffered ceiling in the bedroom as well. So we'll look through the window. Hang on, I can get rid of the...
Arch, round or square?
What?
Look through the window.
Oh, God. Now, extension... Oh, no,
that's
exterior.
Gable, extension.
First floor. Oh, here we go. Oh. All right, so we'll zoom in a bit. Oh, damn you, mouse. Oh. So this is all going to be domed up, and there'll be a chandelier hanging from there. Bit fancy for a bathroom maybe, but I don't mind doing extra work. So you can sort of see now the bathroom.
Someone else is off to bed. Good night, Sammy Joe. Have a great Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas to you.
I suppose it's middle of the night over there.
Yeah, I know it's getting late. But I'll just. So I've drawn in our that's our vanity unit with a. There'll be mirrors all the way around there. We got our shower, and then we got our cupboard with our. You open up the door and you drop down the clothes down into the laundry, and then this is our robe area. So I've got all the arches and all that there now. So, yeah. And then we got our bedroom. So you can see I've changed. I've got an angle here now because I've moved that door to the elevator. So, and then coffered ceiling. Bring this down a bit. So yeah. So anyway, that's. I can show you a lot more, but this is probably getting boring. So we'll turn this around now. Back around. Hang on. Do we want to go back?
Where was it?
Well, it was further forward, but
there we go.
I don't want it to be too. How do we look on the phone?
We look good. There.
Does it need to spin around to me a bit?
Probably.
That didn't move.
What didn't? No, because I think we're a few seconds behind on here at the moment. Yeah. I'm sure it will catch up.
All right. I think we're right now.
Oh, someone says they're not bored.
Oh, good. I'm glad. So, I mean, this is what me and Julia like all the time, isn't it? Like we like to have a laugh. We're on the same page. We work as a team, and
he tells me what to do.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't tell you. That makes it sound like I'm going, go and do the dishes, woman, or something like that.
When we're working together.
Yeah, well.
Yes.
Well, I'm the one that knows what to do. So
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You tell me what to do.
But yeah, no, we enjoy every minute that we work together. It's always
you want
fun.
to bring it back up on here so I can read the...
So now I should be able to just go, bam, there we
Ta-da!
go. Get rid of this bloody notifications.
There we go.
Yeah, the arches. You can probably tell I like the arches too because they're everywhere. So, I mean, putting them in your robe, some people may say that's a bit excessive.
Oh, sorry, dog coming through.
She heard a noise. Oh, what's that? I'm going to go find out.
There's a truck.
We've got this couch. You've probably seen our couch. I don't know if you've
couch.
seen the damage. We paid $8,000 for this couch 3 years ago. And it's all nice, like top quality leather. We got it. So COVID was, it was affecting everything quite a bit. And it took us forever. It was about 6 months, I think, in the end.
Well, we got it like about 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah, and we ordered it with that. We used the tax refund.
Yeah, we got it in
to get our TV, and then we
in August.
So it was about 6 months. And Lily, she's laying down there just like being close to us, that's nice. That's what you want a dog to do. Oh, they love us. But if she hears a noise, she'll sprint down there, and anything in her way is a nuisance to her, and it freaks her out, and she's got to start getting super aggressive with it. And every chair, and by the way, I got the blame.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because I did use the 3-seater for a tool storage spot at one point, but she's ripped every chair, every section of every chair. It has got a hole in it from her just going and being really annoyed with it.
I might be able to find a photo.
She does it. She does it out the back. She'll go in to bark at another dog, and she'll walk past a tree, and a branch might flick her, and then she's got to attack the branch. And oh God, she's we tried to take her to the vet the other day. Well, Julie
Well,
did.
yeah, I try to.
Yeah. And the vet was actually very rude and said, well, you need to muzzle her.
Pretty much.
You need to muzzle her.
And don't come back until you've muzzled her.
And so, well, how do we train her? Oh, well, you can Google that, and you need to do the training. And then it was like the vet said, you can get a vet to come out, but said it more rudely. You can get a vet to come out and give her her shots.
I've got a picture of some of the couch that she's chewed.
That's quite bad, that spot.
That's what. Oh, look! Look at that beautiful girl. She wouldn't chew our couch.
No, she wouldn't hurt a fly.
I think that's the only photo I've got of the couch. Well, she's done it to all the chairs now, hasn't she?
Anyway, said, you can get someone to come out. So Julie says, how do I find, who comes out? Do you come out? And they go, well, you have to Google that and find someone. So rude. And so Lily hasn't had her shots yet.
No.
When she bites you, it's weird. I've never known a dog to go and bite you, but not actually try and chomp you.
No, she doesn't break the skin.
She's just like,
it's just
you can just feel her teeth.
Playful.
But if you try and do something to her that she don't want to happen, what happened was she got desexed.
Well, she hasn't liked them ever
and she
since.
come home with the bucket on her head. Ever since then,
she doesn't like
She
them.
hates the vet. She was an angel before that. She used to go in there, sit down. They'd do everything, the thermometer up the bum and whatever they do, and she hardly moved. And then now,
no.
She even not this last time, but before that, she bit the lead in half, didn't she?
Oh, that's from driving from the house to the vet, which is only a 10-minute drive.
And she
chewed through the lead.
She doesn't often go. I mean, she does go in the car a bit more now.
Yeah.
But she goes for walks around the town, and she knows her yard and what she's allowed in. She actually knows quite a few things, but just energy thing. I don't know if it's a border collie thing or what.
And she can hear the bin man coming from miles away. Wrought iron work in the house. Are you planning on doing wrought iron work?
I would like to, but when I come up against things that, I can weld, and I can heat up metal and bend it and do all that. So yeah, I could make it up myself. That's now I forget. Marvin will tell me in a second what it's called. Where I've drawn in that roof over the bay window, that wrought iron was going to go up there. So I do like that idea. So that's probably what will happen. I was just trying out the roof, but I don't think it really looks that good. At one point, I thought it'd be nice to have wrought iron gates, but then we want it a bit more private. So we're not doing that there. There will be what did Marvin say? Cresting. I had that in my head, but I thought he's going to correct me regardless, aren't you, Marvin? Cresting, yeah. So
okay, ladies, off to make dinner.
Fair enough. We can't hold you up. You're going to starve.
Got to feed your family.
Yeah. So, I just had a train. I lost my train of thought. I was just going to say something.
Sorry,
but,
I just
no,
you then.
that's fine. Yeah. So yes, there will be some. I don't know how much iron work there will be. I rather like on the house that now. I think it was about Connor was a baby. He's 23. About 20 years ago, I was involved with restoring the Auchendoric house, which is a massive mansion up in the hills here, and it has got this crest, if it's called cresting as well, that goes along the ridge, and I rather like that. So maybe that's something that I'll add later on. But I think at the moment the focus needs to be on the interior and building, all the walls and us being able to be comfortable in the house. But yeah, my plan is 10 years. I think 10 years is. I'm saying 10 years because when I'm 60, my body probably isn't going to want to build a 2.5-story house. So I've got to try and get everything done before then. Ridge cresting. Thanks, Marvin. Ridge cresting. So yeah, I was close. I was halfway there. So I rather like the look of that.
Will you do all the building yourself?
Yeah, definitely be doing it all myself. I don't want it. I'll only be getting people in to do the things that I can't do. So that would be plumbing. And the main reason I can't do the plumbing is because it has to be certified and it has to be inspected. So that's something I can't do. Although if I can do some prep work for now, the plumbers are super busy here. Over here, it's probably the same everywhere. Plumbers have a license to print money, basically. They've got that much work. It's so hard to get plumbers. So as soon as I've got the plans in, I'll be getting the plumbers on board for their first fix and that. So that electrical, I can do a lot of the electrical myself, but I will get someone. I've already got a guy. He works for a big company, but he's happy to come and do some cash work on the side. So,
what was that?
I knocked something off and then I spun my head around my neck.
Okay.
I'm okay. It's just my neck. Thanks. So electrical. The footings I'll be doing myself. So I'll make all the formwork up. I'll order the concrete. I do have someone that in a few days will be in the family. Seamus.
Oh, yes.
And
we got a wedding.
We got a wedding just after Christmas. It's like, how ridiculous. But it's been so long since I've been to a wedding.
It was ours, was our last wedding that we went to.
Yeah, but that's not really going to a wedding. That's just having a wedding.
And no one came to our wedding.
I don't know if you guys heard the story when we got married. It was when all the restrictions were ramping up for COVID, and we were allowed five people at the wedding, but we pushed the limits and we had 7. And we got married a week.
Wear a suit.
Yeah, well,
not his wedding suit.
It doesn't fit anymore.
Sorry.
Oh, how's the dress fit?
Well, I'm not going to wear my wedding dress.
My mum made the wedding dress. Yeah, so I get my creativity and hand skills from my mum and from my grandparents, my grandma and my great grandma. So yeah, but yeah, so there was just us, and then we had our parents on both sides, and we had the photo shoot. My cousin has a rather successful photography studio, and we went around for I don't know how many hours, 5 hours, 6 hours,
6 hours of
just
photos.
having photos done and posing and like walking around, finding new spots. And normally it would be you go off and you spend an hour taking photos and then back for the reception. So yeah, I made an arbor, this really nice arbor that Mum helped me decorate with chill, and we had fake flowers made up that all were going around it, and it was really quite beautiful. And we didn't get to use that. No. That's in storage at in my mum's shed.
We went to the local fish and chip shop and got some hot chips in our wedding outfits.
We went. It's like, oh damn it, nothing's open. A fish and chip shop was open, so we're like, I'm hungry. Let's just go and get some chips, eh? So we go down there, and it wouldn't be every day that you see a bride and groom walk into a fish and chip shop. So we got the chips for free. We went outside and we had a photo with the guy. Actually, I don't know if it ever got put up on any social media or whatever, but yeah, so that was our well, and then we went home, and we had all the kids because we got 6 kids between us. Their job was to do our reception, so they went out, bought all the food, and made us. We had like a three course
Yep.
meal,
All
and
made from scratch.
yeah, and they
Yep.
all cooked it, and they all had something to
They
do
had
with it.
they put candles on the tables, and we're going out for. Oh, Marvin's going out fish and chips tonight.
Yeah, the good old fish and chips, classic. That it will never die. We call our fish that we mainly have butterfish. I don't know if you guys what you call your most popular fish that you get from a fish and chip shop. It's just your battered fish. They're nice and big, and I think butterfish is actually shark, isn't it? A type of I think it's a type of shark. I could be wrong, but yeah. But you get your good and your bad fish and chip shops. So you get your ones that like haven't changed their oil in 6 months.
I'll Google butterfish.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's some
Butterfish.
species of shark.
Butterfish.
Here we go. Oh, there's
what? Oh, here we go. Mulloway.
Oh, mulloway. Oh, is that what it is? Mulloway. That's the fish.
Or hake.
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 Okay. Mulloway is when I was growing up, and you'd go on a fishing trip. You'd go fishing for mulloway. So that's what it is. I rather like garfish. I like the fish that aren't real fishy, a bit more meaty, not so fishy.
Yeah.
But salmon and like.
I don't mind salmon, but nothing too fishy tasting.
Yeah.
Salty.
Yeah.
Sea.
You don't want that.
You don't want tasting the sea.
It's like you just pulled a fish out and just chomped into it.
Marvin, they have good codfish. We used to have cod in England. That's what we used to have, codfish.
There must be different types of cod because isn't the...
Well, I think cod's only in like cold water. They're not going to have it over here.
Don't we have cod in the Murray? Oh, talking about water, not that we were. Fish swim in the water. 2 years ago, Julie and I went right up the top of Australia called Cairns. Up there, we actually went to Port Douglas. That's right up on the tip, but it's close to the tip, isn't it, in Queensland?
Yeah.
And we went on this. It's like a chairlift that you're in a enclosed little capsule, and it had a glass bottom on it. We went over these big canyons and we stopped in a few places. We went on a train ride on an old historic train line that used to be for mining, the original track. But there were places we stopped and took photos. And in this massive canyon, there was a little trickle coming down. Well, look, we've had a cyclone up there a week ago.
Yeah, last week. What if I can get... They've probably seen it all on the news.
No, the Australians would have seen it, but I don't know how many Australians we've got. Let us know if you're Australian. But this whole canyon is full of water. We had now, because we work in mills, I don't know how many mills there are, millimeters it would be compared to however you measure in imperial, but we had nearly 600 mil of rain in one day, and this whole canyon was full of water. And
here's the trickle one. So that was when we went, and then last week it was like fully gushing over. Yeah,
it's
crazy.
And so now, because it's up in Queensland, so I've been to Queensland before, but I've never experienced these signs that say don't go swimming because of crocodiles. And so now all the crocs are coming inland because of all the water. So they're all like swimming down, I guess.
Here you go, Marvin. That's the glass bottom when we were going over the rainforest. It was so scary. I don't like heights.
I was being a typical hero, and I was jumping up and down. I was laying across the glass,
my God.
They're only like 2-person or they're 4-person, sort of thing.
They needed to have some music.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I was saying it would be pretty awesome going on those chairlifts over all that water. It would be really cool. God, I get off track easy, don't I?
Well, we were talking about our wedding before. Now we're talking about cyclones and waterfalls.
Yeah, but if you follow the path of conversation, it does flow.
Well, I suppose we did go from fish and chips, so we went from
to
fish
water
to
where
water.
Fish live.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. And when people are telling me a story, sometimes.
Hang on. Janet says, how did the two of you meet? We met online on a dating app.
We met on, you guys have got this one over there, Plenty of Fish.
What?
We were just talking about fish, water. We met on a dating site, and we hit it off straight away. We could just talk about things, any things. And I didn't send, a dick pic. So that already made me a good person. It was pretty cool. It was a whirlwind. We hit it off, and it was 12 months. We were engaged 12 months later.
Just over. Yeah, we met 6 years end of January next month.
God, time flies.
I know, we've been married 4 years next year. Gosh.
Hang on, when are we doing our actual
our reception? 5th.
So
we got just over a year to.
We better start planning.
I know.
We better start booking things and sending out invites.
Yeah, we're going to have our reception.
Yeah,
because we missed out. So.
We had for anyone that is Australian, or especially if there's anyone from South Australia, there's one of the beaches here is called Grange, and we kind of chose that one because Julie, she lived on the beach and she loves the beach. I guess being English, it's not a seaside, is that right?
We call it seaside. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have beaches with sand, so it's a nice beach there. But my dad's cousin owned the hotel right on by the jetty, and so we chose that for our reception, and they were actually pretty terrible. The people running it, weren't they?
Yeah.
But it was a nice place. We had all the upstairs with the balcony, and they said you can do whatever you want with music. We'll give you a Bluetooth speaker, or you set you up to the system with Bluetooth, and
you just play music off your phone.
Yeah. Or we can have a DJ or whatever we want to do, and it was pretty cheap. Was it $2.5 grand?
No, five. And that was with all that. That was 3 hours of drinking, I think. 3 hours drinking, right. and all the food and everything.
Yeah.
Are you losing your mic? Mike.
Can't lose my mic. She called me Michael earlier. What are we talking about?
Because you were going to have a Kahlua of milk at 10:30 in the morning.
Because I wanted an alcoholic drink. I'm all out of whack. I'm working in the middle of the night. And it's just all crazy. So I'm like, I'm going to have a Kahlua and milk. And she said something about it's only 11 o'clock, Michael, or something. I'm like, Michael, is it? It's like what,
20 to 11.
older people when they use your full name, like your parents, This is Michael. I've always felt I introduced myself as Mike, and it's just always been Mike.
I think I've only ever really called you Michael when we got married.
Funny story, actually. Well, it's not funny. It's actually not funny at all. It's just a story. But have I had any drinks? No.
No, you haven't. You've only had a Red Bull.
But the reason I'm called Mike is because my first job as a carpenter, his name was Nick. And first day on the job, he introduced me to everyone as Mike, because if I was Mick and I worked with Nick, it was going to be too confusing. So I was Mike to everyone at work. And as you all know, you spend so much time at work, that ends up being the majority of the people you know. So then if you meet someone, you're just like, oh, I'm Mike, how you going? And that's how it sort of has rolled for the rest of my life. And yeah, I have a few people that call me Mick, but it sounds wrong. I mean, my best mate from back in the day at school, David, he calls me Mick, and he used to always call me Mick, but I didn't push the whole Mike thing. I used to say my mates call me Mick and my work mates call me Mike. So anyway,
there you go.
That's just a little story. I'm sure you're going to sleep well tonight knowing why I'm called.
What about Mickey?
Nah. We don't really do a lot of that here, do we? Like, actually, I kind of like those little nicknames, but I only know of one person, my son Jack. His best mate is Tommy, and so he's Thomas, and he's now 21, and I still call him Tommy, and Jack sort of is calling him Thomas a bit. He's getting older now, and I said, "Oh, is it still Tommy?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, still Tommy." So we don't use those kind of nicknames a lot, really. We just shorten I don't like long names. My daughter was going to be called Isabella, and at last minute I pulled the pin on that, said, no, it's too long. Too many syllables. I called her Holly, but we gave her two middle names.
Isabella, Victoria. They would have had the same syllables.
Yeah, too many. Holly, 2. That's all you need.
Oh, look, see, Janet. She met her husband pretty much the same way, and they've been together for 27 years.
Oh, wow. 27 years? What kind of dating sites did they have back then?
Didn't know they had dating sites back then, did they? Well, they must.
I don't know. How did it work back then, Janet?
When did the internet start? 90s?
2000.
Oh. Okay.
So, hang on. That was...
Ad in the paper. Yeah, I remember
ad in the paper. Well, it's hard to run into people that you're going to want to spend your life with. And there's not that many people walking down the street or going into the local pub and sitting next to you that you can... I mean, in the movies, they always show people picking other people up. Usually the men in the movies, they have the men picking up the ladies. But I know that the young people, like all my kids, they use dating sites. And my daughter Holly, she's been quite successful with the dating sites. That's just the way to do it, I think. Because the good thing is, with all the devices and that, you can obviously see what they look like, but you can chat to them. You can go on Skype, do all this stuff before you meet them, so that you can have a level of trust before you meet them. So it's awesome. Now we would never have met if there wasn't dating sites.
I can't imagine forming a relationship online.
Well, no, not a relationship. That's just how you meet.
It was nerve-wracking when we first met, because all I kept thinking of when you were going to turn up was, God, you better look like your photos.
What did you tell them?
What?
When you opened the door, what went through your head?
Oh, as soon as I opened the door and I saw him, I knew I was going to marry him. I just knew it.
I've just got that thing.
You just got that look.
Oh God, what was I going to say about relationships? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, we hit it off pretty good. Yeah.
We don't even argue. We don't.
Not
argue.
much.
No.
A little bit. Not much though.
No.
But we've only been married for 4 years. Why do you think I'm building a big house? You can be there. Nah. I can't imagine us ever arguing.
Penny.
Oh, hey, Penny. I said to Penny earlier on, we're having a live chat. Come in and say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Now, Penny, Penny, Acres and Intersections. I don't know. I mean, they're starting to get a few subscribers now, but I always see you commenting on their stuff. That's awesome. They
You're back
sort
again.
of, they don't need the encouragement, but it's good to have it. So, yeah, thanks for supporting them. Sometimes I go in and comment on your comments, don't I?
Oh, Lily's back. Lily, come say hello.
Settle.
There we go. Let him know. Yes, I know. Mummy loves you too. Oh, thank you. You saying hello? You say hello to everybody.
Oh. All right, down you get down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Oh yeah, very obedient, isn't she?
Yeah. You ought to see the way she sits.
Do you want a treat?
I've never known a dog, when you say sit, that she knows and you've got something that she really wants.
Hello.
She'll take her time. She'll do it's like she's in slow motion, her bum going down. It's like, just sit down. Why be so slow?
Yes, he does need. You do deserve more subscribers.
Yeah, well, I don't really understand. I know I'm trying to level up my videos, and I'm always trying different things, but I don't have that thing that initially grabs people's interest. But I think once I start building this extension, I think that will bring a lot of people on board, because the other channels that I watch, if they're not doing their building on their house, if they're doing something else, like garden or whatever, people start getting a bit like, when are you getting back on the house? So I feel like it may explode around about that time. So we'll see. It gets me down a bit. It does. I won't lie.
Oh, she's got my Christmas hat. Oi!
She's just trying to get in the Christmas spirit.
Give me my hat. Oh.
Hey, what's this?
Oh my God, she actually dropped it. She didn't run off with it.
Yeah, because she thought there was something better over
here. Chew my hat.
She's not a real chewer, though.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Kate, I haven't seen you. I haven't seen any comments, and obviously I don't see any of you if you don't comment, because it doesn't show up with likes or anything like that. But have you been subscribed for very long, Kate? Because I'm thinking that maybe you're fairly new. But it doesn't matter whether you're new or old. I just appreciate all of you taking an interest. So, but yeah, I do remember your name because you looked like you were having a bit of a binge watching a few videos.
Oh, she came over from Second Empire.
Oh, for a year? Cool. I may have, I forget things a little bit from my brain injury. I blame that anyway, especially when it's something I was supposed to do around the house. Yeah, I'm not real good with names, but I've done quite a bit in a year, but probably not as much as other channels that are doing bigger building type work. But yeah, Second Empire Strikes Back. Caleb put up a new video. I saw it this morning, or was it yesterday morning? Yesterday morning, I think. And I haven't had time to watch it yet. So I'll get in and check that out. I do like that. I've modelled a lot of things in this house from Caleb's house. I mean, just the door. Let's see if we can get it.
Oh, you're
it's not
attached.
you probably can't really. Nah, my door there with the transom and the LED light. I mean, he hasn't got the LED light panel in it, but yeah, I did transoms on all of the doors, and because of Caleb's house, and I like all the Aves. We call them Aves. You guys in America call them casings. So I handmade all of the casings or Aves for the whole house. I've made them up out of strips because you can't buy what has more of a Victorian feel. I mean, I've just made something up that looks good, but it looks a lot more older now than the stuff that you can buy. It's just too modern looking, which they call colonial, but colonial is like our it's our old houses. I don't know how to describe colonial, but it's not Victorian by any means. So I want to do a tour down. What's that? Park Terrace, isn't it?
What's that?
Where the aquatic centre is.
North Terrace.
No, Park Terrace. Where the you go past the aquatic centre.
North Adelaide Aquatic Centre.
Yeah.
Is that...
Well, otherwise you've got Marion. We've got all those big mansions along and then you've got like where they store all the horses and all that.
Yeah. Okay, now I know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am going to go for a walk and show you all of our they're getting close to Victorian, but still not the Victorian that I think of. And I know there's different styles of Victorian. So the people that know more about it than I do will say that's of this type and that's of that type. I also want to show you not just a picture, but I want to show you a video of it's actually a bank, but the building that I'm modelling the exterior of this house mainly on. So that, yeah, I think it might be interesting we did a walk down North Terrace, which is we've basically got a square of the city, and it's down the north side of the square, but it's kind of where everything happens. As you go further south, each street kind of gets less important, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets too modern.
You start getting all the apartments and I was talking to someone the other day actually that is in an apartment and went there to do a repair on some furniture that she bought, and I couldn't do the repair, but I was there for over an hour just talking about all sorts of stuff with her. And I said, what's the difference? So don't tell me what it costs, but I'm imagining that buying an apartment, which is kind of like a little box in a building, is the equivalent of buying a family house in that same sort of area. And yeah, it cost her about $400,000 for this one bedroom unit, I guess. Is that how you describe it? No, what do they call it in one bedroom apartment, obviously. Housing, housing's probably more expensive. So it's actually quite cost effective, and for people that don't want to fuss with a garden and are happy being in a high security type area type building where you have to put in a pin and there's cameras, and she didn't know how to work her intercom.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, I'll just come down. I could barely hear her. And yeah, so there's so many apartments going in at the moment. Right through the city, they're knocking down buildings that aren't being used for, for businesses now, and building a whole new apartment building. So it won't be long, and the city will be 90% apartments.
Yeah,
So
that's a bit
yeah,
sad.
I've made furniture for quite a few apartments in the city, and I've gone up, and some of them just, really nice views and really nice apartments. But it's hard. Like if you have I mean, I guess if you have a party and you're in the city, then people can just catch a train in, and then they can drink and then just catch a train home.
Yeah,
That probably works.
that'd be easy, wouldn't it?
But some people then, they've got a view of another apartment building wall or across the roofs of the crusty section of Adelaide. So it's, I guess you pay according to the views. But then if they put up another building and you lose your view, you wouldn't be happy. Oh, I've got a blocked nose all of a sudden. Let me go fix that while Julie can have a chat.
What? What am I going to talk about?
I don't know. Someone asked Julie a question.
Oh, no, don't.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Oh, sorry. Was that? Yeah. I'll definitely do that, Penny, because I would like to see more of the US or any country, really. You see movies and you see pictures, but to actually have a video walking down a street, you can't get the feel until you see that. So, yeah, I'll do that.
What's your least favourite movie?
Sorry, what?
What's your least favourite movie?
Toronto. Housing, yeah. Our house, this house that we just bought 6 months ago, as it is, the character house, 215,000 was what it was valued at for the mortgage. And then I heard just the other day this is the average house price in, I don't know if it was Adelaide and suburbs or if it was South Australia. I think it's Adelaide and the suburbs. 800,000 is our average house price. So, least favourite movie, Die Hard.
Oh my God!
No, that's not my least favourite.
That's one of my favourite movies.
I couldn't tell you my least favourite because if I start watching, I don't like it. Turn it off.
Yeah, we don't. We don't watch it otherwise.
No, there's with Netflix and Prime and Stan. The Doctor one, Doctor Death. There's a new season.
Oh yeah, it started yesterday.
Yeah,
it's a different guy in it this time.
Yeah,
it's about a different doctor.
You guys would get that. We watched the first season. It was quite good. What was it? Joshua Jackson.
Yes, what's his name from?
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, we're very American over here. American content, basically. Well, it's different now with Netflix. I suppose back in the day when you only had what's on the TV, that was probably had more Australian stuff on it. But over the year, I mean, I always only like American movies. But if you want to see, here we go. If you want to see some good movies and you want to get to see Australia.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. Wolf Creek. Now, Wolf Creek, it's so Australian and it's based on a true story. It's about this guy, Mick Taylor, that is a killer.
Oh.
And
I'll bring a photo of him up. He's scary.
I do photography. I haven't done any for a while, but I like to go out and I'd like to shoot the Milky Way and, I like to do photography at night mainly. And we were traveling out to a remote country town and there was a truck just like his.
This is the guy. He's so creepy.
And I do a really good Mick Taylor.
Oh,
he goes up to people before he kills them. He goes, "What are you guys doing out here? You gotta be careful." someone might come and kill
and
you.
then he just
You watch it. It's it's all out in the. I think there was some filmed around here. Two Wells, was it around Two Wells? Somewhere around here.
No, it was
Pinery?
Port Wakefield.
Port Wakefield.
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter. No, well, I guess you could say it's something like that, but it's just so Australian, and I don't normally like Australian movies, but this is really popular here in Australia. He's got is there two movies?
There's one and two, and then there's there's two seasons.
Right. So
TV.
So you got quite a bit. You got two movies, and there's another one.
Yeah, it's in the making. Yeah.
Two movies and then two seasons, which have about six episodes.
I think. Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a story of people trying to get away from the killer, and the killer always finding where they are, and it's suspense. But this Mick Taylor.
Oh, Dexter. Yeah, my daughter likes Dexter.
Oh, who's that? Yeah, you guys, hang on. Oh, Effie. Someone else told me about Dexter. Was that you, Marvin? Someone else was talking about that. Yeah, I've seen a bit of it, but I didn't get into it. But this guy, Mick Taylor, the actor, he actually started off his acting career on a house and garden.
Oh,
what was it called?
Better Homes
and Gardens.
Yeah.
And he was the carpenter that used to do all the crafty, like making outdoor furniture and whatever. And then he played this killer, and he's creepy as anything, and you barely remember what he was like on that Better Homes and Gardens.
I don't think I'd like to meet him in real life.
But yeah, we had this. He's got this old F100 truck, you guys would call it, but we call it a ute. And he's got all these like chains and that, and they swing and rattle, and he's got like a thing. He goes out hunting pig and killing pig, and he's it just, when the car's driving along, it's an old rattly V8, and then it's got all these chains. And yeah, coming back from when we were doing this photography in the middle of nowhere at like 3 a.m, this truck like that was following us, and we're going, oh, look, it's like Mick Taylor. And then we freaked ourselves out.
It's like, quick, turn off.
We know it's just a movie. And then when we turned off, it was like, oh, he's going straight ahead.
Oh, thank God for that. Don't follow us.
But is it the second movie with the cops that get him on radar?
Oh yes, we watched it the other week, didn't we?
That's the opening scene in the second movie is really cool. Some cops try and give him a ticket when he wasn't speeding.
All right, so you've all got homework now. You've all got to watch Wolf Creek.
Yeah.
Did you see Game of Thrones? Yes.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Yes.
We love that. We were watching it. We got caught up pretty much just as the last season came out, but then we couldn't get, because you couldn't buy the seasons in the CD, in the DVD shops. Someone gave us a copy that they got from somewhere. It must have been a downloaded copy, but only half of the episodes worked, and so we didn't get the whole story, did we? At the end?
No. We have tried to rewatch it, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still good, but the more times you watch it, yeah, Game of Thrones is pretty cool. I mean, when you start watching that, and then all your favorite characters start getting killed, it's a bit like, oh, now, but someone else comes along that, becomes your favorite. And it's very clever how they made that, and made it so that you didn't get too attached to any of the main characters, and that there was always another character. There's so many leading roles in that. That was the trick to it, I think. I'll go and spray this nose. Back in a sec.
I'm with you, Penny. I love watching the British TV shows, the crime shows. What British shows do you like to watch, Penny? Have you watched Happy Valley? I like that one. Oh, people didn't like the end. We don't really have any neighbours. On one side of us, he unfortunately passed away, so we don't have anyone in that house. And on the other side of us, it's just a little commercial property, so we don't really see them. And then we just got a couple of people at the back of us. Uh-oh, he's getting the beer out. Vera, I haven't seen Vera. I do like, Wentworth. Ah, yes, Wentworth was good. That's
Oh, who watched Wentworth?
Effie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We've watched that through
A few times.
4 times.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. When I first watched it and B. Smith was killed, I went, oh, you know, like,
Oh, we thought,
I
that's
liked
it.
her
It's gonna
character,
be
but
crap now.
yeah, it's another one of those shows that you just another character comes in and is good. So yeah, that's a good show.
Oh, I haven't seen Downton Abbey. Anybody seen The Crown? I've been watching that recently.
The Crown is like #1 on top 10
on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people like The Crown, but apparently it's not really true to the royal family.
Oh, it wouldn't be, but you know, they got to sort of what do you call it?
I should really watch
Dramatise it.
Downton Abbey because it's supposed to be really, really good.
Downton
Abbey.
Okay. I don't know. You guys probably that have seen who was it that watched Wentworth?
Effie.
Oh, Effie. There was that was taken from an old Australian show called Prisoner, and there was B. Smith and nothing like Wentworth, but that's where it came from. It had the freak. It had the governor.
Oh, I have BritBox. I have everything to do with Britain. Sorry, continue. I just cut you off there.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Sorry. Kind of lost my mojo there. So
we're all talking about BritBox rocks. No, I think BritBox is only on Prime. That's how I've got it.
Julie watches BritBox and I do renovating. When you walk down the street and you talk to people, it's fine. But when you watch an Australian, I know this isn't English, I'll get there. When you watch an Australian movie, the accent just does my head in because I'm so used to watching American shows. And, you know, like when I first started chatting with Marvin and, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, cool. You know, I like the accent. But I'm just so used to the American accent from watching TV. And, yeah, Australian movies just they don't appeal to me. And English ones are even worse. I've said that to you, haven't I? That they just don't do it for me.
There isn't that many out there.
Yeah, well, that's why the ones that are out there.
That's why the TV shows are better.
Oh, some of the TV shows. Julie has got me into some English TV shows. So Only Fools and Horses.
Oh, Only Fools and Horses.
And,
I love Only
is
Fools
it Miranda?
and Horses. Oh, Miranda. Yeah.
What else was there? There was something else, wasn't there?
Oh my gosh. What else did I give you?
Marmite, not so much. I'll show you how long Marmite's been around.
Marmite.
Where's that Marmite jar?
Oh.
Where'd that go?
Is it over there on the shelf? No? Uh-oh. Where's it gone?
Hang on, it might be behind these cards. Here it is. Yeah, Vegemite we had for breakfast this morning on toast. But you don't put too much on. I don't know if he's a real good ambassador for Australia, but Australian comedian Isaac Butterfield, he's always doing what Americans think about Australians, and they taste Vegemite, and they put it on like you're spreading on jam or something, and you can't eat it like that. It's got to be.
That's how my son has it.
It's got to be
thick.
totally see-through, like you just a tiny bit. But Marmite. Look how old this is. This is the time capsule. Yeah, so we're going to add to it. There's our little note from my great-grandmother. So, but yeah, I was a bit disappointed. I was hoping there was going to be a roll of money in there.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, especially the old notes. Because we've got... Your notes in the US, I know we're talking about US, but we've got English people and other people here. Sorry to be talking about the US so much, but your US notes are paper, aren't they? As a plastic. You can't tear them. I'll show you some.
Oh, yeah, you got a whole thing of them on the table.
I'll try and hang on.
No, they don't rip. They're very hard to rip.
So here's some of our money. So 50, that's the yellow one. The green one is 100.
We don't get them too often.
So we've got these clear plastic watermarks that there's scanners in the ATMs and whatever that will spit it out if it's not right. So we got that one. We got our 5. It's like lavender / whatever. It's got a picture of the Queen on it. So I'm not sure if we're going to be getting new notes with King Charles. And we've got, who's this character?
Oh, God knows. Mary
Magdalene.
No. I can't even read it. Mary Ripley. I don't know.
I don't know that, but anyway, that's a 20.
Oh, there's a guy on the back. Who's he? We want to be doing a John Flynn.
I was going to say it looks like Lady John Howard, but what would he be doing? I don't know.
Well, he's obviously to do with aviation.
And we got a Aboriginal guy. Who's he? He's someone.
David.
Important.
Someone. David. Oh, hang on.
Harry.
David Unipon.
He was someone important to Australia, obviously. So yeah, that's we got.
You can't rip it.
Yeah. So you do get notes sometimes that are taped back together, but they don't really rip. But I do know, especially these 50s, that when you have a stack of them and you go to the ATM, got to be super careful because you go to put them in and they go and they all fly everywhere. That happened to me. I was putting in, I think, about $2,000 into the ATM and they're just slippery and you can't count them very easily.
Now, no Ned Kelly on here, Marvin.
Oh, they know Ned Kelly.
Mm.
Oh, Canadian money is the same. Oh, well, that is that
Thank
because you can hold on to it if you want. It's only laying around on the table.
Oh, so they have American money is paper and have some kind of fabric with a thin thread, like thing through it.
Because when they
do you guys in America? Do you guys use a lot of cash money, or is do you all just tap with your card these days? Because a lot of everybody over here just seems to, well, they do at my work, they just seem to just tap with their cards. Not very often we get much cash.
When I go to McDonald's and I go to the thing and they put out the little ATM swipe thing and I put my note on it. Funny. And then when I go to the next window and they
card mostly,
and they give you the little tray that holds the drinks. I put the drinks in my cup holder and then I put the cardboard thing back in the window. I like going through the drive-through at Macca's.
And they're just in Canada. Oh, we want to come to Canada as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
I could move to Canada. I don't even know anything about Canada really, but just the scenery. I want to get a log cabin. I want to build I'm never going to build a log cabin, but to get a cabin,
like the one in Virgin River.
Yeah, that's where that's where we.
That's one of our favourite shows.
A small country town on a big river or a lake in a log cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lake. It's I think it's like an hour and a half north, a big lake.
We got to go to Alberta.
Alberta.
Yeah.
I've heard of that, but that's as far as my knowledge goes. But yeah, our lake just up the road, big lake. Around the outside is just all campsites, and I mean the trees in that here are pretty boring, so it's nothing fancy. But yeah, there's no like cabins around lakes. We don't have that very much.
We'll hold you to that, Kate. We'll definitely come and say hi when we come over.
Yeah, well, it's like Janie from League Kempner House. You know, we talk every now and then, mainly through messages, through comments. But she's offered to put me up when I go over there, and Caleb and his dad offered the same thing. So we had planned on going over there in February, but our money's just been terrible. It's the interest rates here are just killing spending on people buying furniture, and that's the majority of my work.
We've got a few of them in Canada.
Yeah, I know there's quite a few Canadians.
Oh, Effie, we don't have mountains anywhere near us, unfortunately. We live in it's called the Plains, and everything is just flat. There's no hills. There's nothing.
We don't really. Well, there's no mountains in South Australia.
No, we got the Flinders
hills.
Range. But that's hills, like nowhere near us. Like where we are in Malla, there's nothing. It's just a square.
we're in what's called the Adelaide Plains, so it's all flat. So it gets very windy here because we get like really strong breeze blowing in from the sea. That's only 15 minutes drive down the road. But yeah, it's all farmland and it's all flat. Sorry, I better check that. Pet barn.
Pet barn?
Yeah.
Come and get Lily's Christmas present.
We're not getting her anything, are we?
No, Victoria's bought her a Christmas present.
Oh, she always will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we've it's been a nice little chat. I could go all day, you know, just sort of it's really interesting learning things about other countries, because if you haven't, I've never been out of the country. I've got this passport, it's in pristine condition. It's in the safe and it's like brand new. Well, it is basically.
It is brand new, isn't it? There's no stamps. There's nothing in it. No. It's very crisp.
Curiosity, is that Curiosity? My eyes are bloody terrible.
Curiosity channel. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. We had what was that one we had years ago?
What?
Curiosity
Killed
show
the cat.
or something.
It was like a
science thing.
Yes. I can't think what it's called now.
Didn't it go jingle with something like the Curiosity Show?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Wasn't it just called the Curiosity Show? Oh, look, my daughter's just messaged me. No, I think it was just called the Curiosity Show. Curiosity. Oh, I can't spell. Curiosity Show. Yes, the Curiosity Show. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Yeah, and one of the guys died, I think. But they'd be pretty old now, because that's what we used to watch that when we were at school. Yeah, Marvin, you're only six. Are you 17? You'd be about 17 now. I always forget. Sorry. Yeah, God, you got a whole life ahead of you. Yeah, you can go anywhere. Don't leave it until you're as old as me to go overseas. Go and check out. I mean, you're so into architecture. That would be awesome for you to get around and see the different architecture up close. But I mean, soon there'll be like 3D views on your monitors. They'll be full 3D, and it'll be like walking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
What won't you do? Go overseas, Marvin?
He is very talented, though, isn't he?
I'm out of the conversation, I think, because I can't. One, I can't see it, and two, I can't read fast enough, and they're going. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah. No, I've always liked creating things that are like an expensive real thing, but I've always liked making it myself, and like just go, oh, I like that, I want to have one, I'm going to make one kind of attitude. And I remember when I was at school, my woodwork teacher had a bow, like a bow and arrow bow, like a not one of those ones with all the wheels and just a normal bow, but it had all molded handle on it. And I was like, I love that. So I made one just from memory and putting my hand on the bit of wood and shaving it out and whatever. And that's the story with a lot of stuff. It's like Dodge Chargers that over in the US. I love them, or have ever since Dukes of Hazzard were on when I was little. And now it's really cool. I've got all of the episodes on my computer. I can watch whenever I want. But back then, you'd wait for a week and you'd see and go, yeah, Dukes of Hazzard are on, awesome. But I've made myself a Dodge Charger. So and it's on the channel, the only video. I will be getting back into that project once I build my shed. Probably do bits here and there, but I'll start its own channel.
Kate's asked you, what type of furniture do you make in your job?
Well, why don't I show you, Kate? I've got so many photos of furniture. It's basically high-end hardwood furniture, and it's all made with Australian hardwoods. So now the thing about, sorry, what's going on here? The thing about making furniture out of hardwood is the greenies are locking up all of the forests, even though the plantations that we've planted for making, like cutting down and using for timber, and then they cut them down like you do with the pine forests. They've shut them all down on the mainland, and Tasmania, the little triangle at the bottom of Australia, that's the only logging company that is allowed to cut down trees now. So it's getting really hard to get, especially the Australian oak, which are just eucalypt trees, but that's what we call our Aussie oak. But I'll get to some, hang on.
It is, what's the time here? It is 10 to 2 in the afternoon here. I'm surprised I'm actually still awake after working till midnight last night. Mm-hmm. I think I went to sleep about 3 when you went to work.
Oh, guys, before I show you the furniture, I'll give you a sneak peek on the chandelier that we're putting in the dining room and the parlour. So, yeah, I love the little shades, and it's just got a great ambience, and yeah, it's just going to be so cozy in those rooms.
Oh, Marvin's going to leave us.
Okay, Marvin, no worries. Thanks for being here and having a chat. We'll have to get online. I'll see if I can somehow get. Actually, what I can do is just we can turn the GoPro around and I can share my screen that way, and then we can talk through, different aspects of the house and see if there's something we can improve.
Whereabouts in England are you from, Kathleen? Are you looking for your furniture?
Yeah. Where do I put them all? I got so many photos.
I don't know. North Yorkshire. Ah, I'm from Hampshire, so I'm from down south. Marvin. All right, see you, Marvin.
Here we go. What did he say?
He's off to the loo.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
look at all them photos.
All right, so
Go pee.
so there's a bookcase. So yeah, that actually I haven't made that one for a little while. A couple of drawers in it. A wall unit. It's not focusing very well, is it?
No.
On a picture on a picture. A lot of tables. I make a lot of tables. And then they get me to do carpentry stuff, and I get up on roofs and fix leaks in roofs for them, and they get me to do anything that needs doing, basically. Some little bedside cabinets. So yeah, just it's all contemporary furniture, which is nice, but it's not I won't be having any here. It'll all be basically antiques, or I'll make them, but it'll be reproduction antiques in this house. We'll buy some originals, because some things you just can't copy, but
see, we're going to have to watch Vera now. I found it.
What's Vera?
You're going to love it. It's filmed up in North Yorkshire, so you'll see. You'll see all of England in North Yorkshire. Yes, I have seen Vera, but I haven't actually watched it. Oh, Victoria, she's going to jump online in a minute.
That'll be interesting.
Oh God.
Yeah, so I run the whole factory for this place. It's called Furniture Design Australia. So you can jump online and see all the furniture there, Kate, if you sort of want to see it better. But I'm the only one there, so I run everything and I do everything in the factory. So I make the furniture, I polish it, I assemble it, I do everything. So and my bosses, they say, "Oh, we'll ask the cabinet maker," and I hate that. I hate being called a cabinet maker, because to me, a cabinet maker is someone that can put boxes together, and I can do more than just put boxes together. So I hate it every time they call me a cabinet maker. But there's a kind of an argument between cabinet makers and carpenters, and the cabinet makers will go, "Oh, a carpenter, oh, they're rough as guts." You can be rough sometimes doing carpentry, but if you actually learn anything about carpentry, it's a hell of a lot more technical than building a cupboard. So,
hi, Victoria.
Hello.
That's my daughter. What you doing?
I did put it on Facebook, but no one's joined us.
From Facebook?
Yeah.
Ah.
Didn't? Yeah, you saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Ah.
I mean, they might be watching, but no one's said hello.
Oh. I thought maybe Acres and Intersections might have popped on.
Yeah. Because I think did they like it? No, I don't know if they've seen it.
Where's Lily? What ages? All right, so we've got 6. So Mike's got 4, I've got 2. So we'll range them from eldest to youngest. So we go 23, 22, 21, 19, 19, 16.
2 girls, 19,
Yeah.
a month apart in age.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. They're good friends now though, because they don't live together.
Yeah.
So we had 3, 4 at the most.
We had Connor, Jack, Holly, and Victoria. Yeah, so we had 4 at one stage living with us all, didn't we?
Yeah. So that was fine though. I mean, I was used to having the 4, but it's just so nice now for us to have no kids living with us.
Sorry, Victoria.
No, I'm not being mean to. Damn, I forgot she was here. No, I'm not being mean to Victoria, but just when all you people that haven't got kids at home anymore know what I'm talking about. The peace and quiet, the not being hassled for, when's dinner ready, and and the responsibility of making sure that they're doing what they have to do every day. It's just good to be able to worry about ourselves. And the kids
just come home and it's just us.
Yeah, and the kids know that if they need something, that I'll help them out and I'll be there. But none of the kids actually want to come and live here because Malalara is too far. Too far. I'm thinking, why is that mouse moving? Yeah, it's too far away from everything. I think they're talking about mainly Menu Log and Uber Eats.
Oh yeah, they don't come out here.
The guys over at the servo though, when I go over there, because they do pizzas and they're not bad, and I'll go over and I'll order a pizza, and usually I'm saying, all right, so this time can you just not as much cheese, and can you cook it for a bit longer? Or they're starting to get good with knowing how we like it now, and they'll just walk the pizza across the road because you come out of their door where the pumps are and straight across the road and in our front door. So if it's ready, they'll come across and go, here's your pizza. And then the young guys normally go, how's your fence coming along, or something like that. So yeah, that's good. But I don't mind if it goes a bit cold. It's always too hot when you first get it. So I just leave it sitting there and sort of give them about 40 minutes. So yeah, that's our closest to Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had a dude in the town that was running food around to everyone. That'd be a gig for a young guy.
I could do it on a push bike. It's not very big.
That's okay.
He could get but we get them in the city. Wheel bike, he could put the stuff in his basket and just go and deliver it.
Yeah, but he's too busy looking for his cans. But no, you see him in the city with their big box. Big enough to put ET in, and yeah, you could get. And then if the takeaway store was any good,
which it isn't,
he could. I should like tell them to find someone. Yeah, it costs more though, but hey, if you don't have to go out, for us it's all right though.
Well, we've only got to walk across the road.
Yeah, we have our dinner and then we're like, what's some chocolate?
Like some chocolate.
Yeah, let's go over the road. So we go over there. I always get minties. If I showed you my minties packet, you would crack up. It's almost like a pillowcase full of minties, isn't it?
And you draw. Where's got all the wrappers in?
I snack on them at night. You guys, I don't know if you guys would have something like minties or exactly minties. I guess we have the same stuff everywhere. It's only the real Australian stuff that isn't so likely to be everywhere.
Chocolate is a must. Absolutely. Oh, I bought that. We should open our roses. Well, not now.
Well, I'm not talking about right now. I wasn't thinking right now, but I was thinking, well, maybe we should just wait till Christmas. And
it is Christmas
night. Yeah. I gave Julie her Christmas present last night because I was worried it wasn't good enough. So I was like, oh, I got this for you, but I don't know.
And what was I like? Well,
She was jumping up
I'm
and
so
down. She loved it.
excited.
Yeah, so I got her a train set. So, and I was going to set it up under the Christmas tree and then go, right, let's go and, let's get up and.
But we haven't got our Christmas tree up yet.
We haven't put it up because I've been working in the dining room. And that's the only spot to put it at the moment. So, yeah, we probably won't put it up now.
No.
But we can put the train set together and
we'll have a play
with it.
we can do all the different tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah. No, that'd be. I don't know if you're supposed to like manhandle them around on the different tracks because you can't pull them across.
Oh, someone's going to bed. Good night.
Hey,
what are you doing? You're touching the
whoops.
thing. Oh.
Good night, Linda. Thanks for joining us.
Whoopsies. What have you done?
Just scroll down.
How do I do that?
The scroll thing.
Oh.
Or see the bar on the side.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right, where are we?
Oh, Effie's off to bed as well. Night, Effie.
All right, good
Merry
night, Effie.
Christmas.
Thanks for having a chat with us. There'll be like one person left, and we'll be keeping them up like all day. And they'll be like,
the only one would be left be Victoria because she's in our time zone.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, someone else has said, Les has said hello. Hi, Les. How are you?
Who?
He's obviously just popped on.
Were you the person that said about the SketchUp drawing about the Victorian elements? I was talking about it earlier, and
yes.
Yeah. So I was just mentioning to Marvin earlier on for us to go on video call and address some of the things or to get his opinion. I mean, inside probably, although I want to go with all of the nice stuff with the Aves and the wainscoting and the parquetry flooring and all that, and make it as fancy as I can. The room layout is kind of in the old part. I'm stuck with what it is, but the new section, I'm trying to make it as nice as I can for what we need. So that's one thing. And Marvin feels very strongly about elements being correct. You and Marvin would probably really get along. So we're gonna work out the outside, what we could change. I mean, please feel free to if you want to sketch anything down and show me and give me some tips on what you would think, because we're not starting from scratch. If we were starting from scratch, you could make this look exactly.
See you, Tony. Merry Christmas.
See you, Tony. Thanks for joining us.
I think
have a great Christmas.
Bye, Kathleen. Merry Christmas to you as well.
See you, Kathleen.
Have a good night.
Feel free to give me some of your ideas. I would totally be interested to see what you've got in mind for these different areas and what areas exactly you're talking about. Because I am trying to. The main house is a thing that's been a bit of a problem because the pitch of the roof, for one, the layout of the rooms. We're having to try and make it blend together, but doing that is not the easiest thing in the world. So please feel free. Don't think that I'm gonna, think you're being rude or anything like that. I'd love to hear your suggestions. So that feel free. I'm not sure if you've got my email. Email is easy to remember. 1880renovation@gmail.com. Or you can go to 38dodge67@gmail.com. That's more my personal one, but either one is fine.
Are we going to move the clothesline? I think we are moving it a little bit.
We are. Who was that?
Penny.
Penny. Yeah. When I put the clothesline up, my plans weren't quite as grand. So I need to move it It will stay where it is, but I need to move it back towards the corner of the property about a metre or so, just so that, because I want to build a roof over it, because one thing I hate.
Oh, he wants your email again.
Okay. So 1880 renovation at gmail.com, or the other one, I don't really look at that one too much. The other one is 38 Dodge, so that's DODGE 67 at gmail.com. So the Dodge one is because I had a 1938 Dodge and a 67 Dodge Phoenix, which you call it. Are you from the UK?
He's got a Dodge.
Who's got a Dodge? Ooh, what sort of Dodge have you got? Gotta love the Dodges.
He's not from the UK.
No? Oh, I'm thinking of someone else then. It's so hard, especially when names go in and out quicker than anything. Oh, okay, that's a newer one. That's like a is that like a smaller or mid-size car? I've had I think they call it in the US a Dodge Caravan. We call it a Dodge Voyager when the kids were little. Yeah, and my Phoenix, so my Dodge Fury, Plymouth Fury. I took me about 12 years to do that up, and then when I broke up with my first wife, I had to sell the Dodge to pay the mortgage. So because she wasn't helping out with it, so yeah, that was a shame. But yeah, now I've got a Dodge Charger that I'm building. I've got the motor parts all ready to go together. It was going to be this Christmas's job to assemble the motor, but I need a hand from my brother, and I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. So yeah, I can talk about cars for as long as I can talk about the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically forever until there's no one with ears on anymore. So 86
Mercedes.
Oh yeah, yeah, cool. I like those. Yeah, those older Mercs. Yeah, they're really cool. I worked with a guy that had one once, and yeah, you notice them coming more than the modern ones. S-Class. I'm not sure what exactly that one is, but I sort of know the era. It's actually when I think about Mercs.
Mike, put your glasses on.
Yeah, I know. I got to put my face on the screen. I can't read it though. Like, I need those glasses that the dentists have with the little binoculars thing stuck on them.
Would you want to sit here?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Might as well stay like this.
Okay.
Okay, I can see a bit better now. Yeah, I don't like trying to get glasses that are comfortable. It does my head in.
Looking sharp.
Oh. Looking sharp. Not sure about that, but I don't mind. I've got some other glasses. I like the thinner, like black sort of. The frames are a bit more prominent. I don't like the bigger ones so much, but I've got two pairs of them, one in each car. Because if I have to take my glasses in the car, I'm going to jump in there and I'm going to get 5K down the road and go, damn it, I haven't got any glasses. Do that with my phone sometimes. Once I left my phone at home, I go all the way to work. I'll turn around and I come back because I can't survive without my phone. Because I have Bluetooth headphones, and I watch all the YouTube channels that I like, I don't really watch them at home, but I constantly am watching YouTube all day long, and so I'll listen to them, and then if there's something that I'm interested in that sounds interesting, I'll pick up the phone and look at it for a bit, and then that's a good thing about being the only one there, and I don't work as an hourly rate.
What's your next project? Is it too early for the chandelier?
The next project
will be the floor, won't it? Is that what we're going to be doing?
No, well, we're doing the floor, so we're going to polish the floor and finish the dining room completely. That's kind of like this project. Then the next project will probably be changing out the shop front windows. I've got the windows that I'm making at work at the moment. So I've got 2 sash windows on either side of the front door. So that I reckon will be the next one, because I want to get that done before I put any council, before I put anything in for planning at the council. So yeah, but I've also got to rip up the carpet in the parlour, lay all the flooring, do all the ceiling. I've decided I'm just putting plasterboard up on the old plasterboard, because I've got my lift here now, and then I'm not going to have any problems with paint peeling or plastic falling off the roof, because it's stuck to the layer of paint that hasn't adhered to the because it's got that I think it's called calcimine. Excuse me. And paint doesn't like to stick to the calcimine no matter what you do, I've found out.
You're excited. I'm excited to have some windows. Get rid of those shop windows. Oh, they're horrible.
They don't
do anything for the house.
And the thing is that people rate the whole house on those shop front windows. They don't, even though I've got the door, the fence is getting built. I've started putting the paneling around the door, and it's coming along. They still just see that it's a shop, and everyone rates it like that.
You're not going to fit through there, you idiot. Hang on, Lily's back. Oh,
hello. I've got her in a headlock. Pull your head off. They're going under there.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What'd she do?
I don't know. Did she get zapped, or did she?
Oh my God.
No, what happened then?
I don't know.
There's cable down there, but there's none exposed. That's more of, I don't know.
I just didn't want her head to get stuck in the chair.
She is cute, but she's a nutter. But she's a good girl too. The things that she knows.
Yeah.
She's very, she knows her routine. So I'm trying to teach her. I've got my alarm that goes off every night at 6 o'clock, and I have my tablets I've got fidgety legs that stops me from sleeping. So I take my tablets, and that's when I feed her. And I'm trying to, when it goes off, I'll go to her and I'll go, dinner time. And then I'll open up the fridge. I'll go, where's your, because we have like a Fritz. I don't know, you guys probably, a lot of you wouldn't know what Fritz is. It's like a meatloaf.
Well, we call it luncheon meat in England.
Fritz?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, but it's not really Fritz, is it?
No, we just call it Fritz.
I wouldn't eat it. So we give her that, and it's mainly dry, like biscuits is her main source of food. And then, of course, whenever I eat, she'll sit there patiently waiting the whole time and slowly put her paw up to say, is it ready for me to have some, please? She's funny, really funny. But trying to open her up and say, where's your Fritz? And get her to sort of nose it so that I can take it, cut it up and give it to her. But she loves that. She scoffs it down in seconds, and then
wait, what are you doing?
Her dry biscuits she nibbles on for
she grazes
the rest of the day. 24 hours or 12 hours.
Yeah.
And she gets a pile of them out of her bowl, and she plonks it on the floor, and then she eats one at a time. And so she misses these little biscuit things that are like little peas.
And then when you get up to go to school in
You
the
step
night,
on them,
oh
and
man,
it
they're so
cripples you nearly.
painful. It's a bloody Lily.
That and the
biscuits.
cockroaches.
Actually, no, they've disappeared now.
No, I
Oh,
killed
really?
one last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it made me jump because I'm going, what's she talking
Hey,
about?
some of them are quite big.
I haven't seen them.
Some of them have been quite
But this
huge.
one like ran straight for my toes. I'm like, ah! And then I was like,
I see Mr. Spider's back down the bottom. He disappeared for ages. He's back.
Julie doesn't like spiders, but
well, I don't mind these ones. It's the big huntsmans I don't like.
Yeah, the huntsmans are the ones that are the most harmless. Those house spiders will give you a nice bite.
Yeah, but they just sit there. I go in and then they just disappear. But huntsmans, they follow you.
Well,
and
they
they're
big.
They're like bigger than my hand.
I don't like big huntsmans. But
yes,
I'm
well,
not.
I show them what a bloody
dangerous.
huntsman looks like, and then they're all.
They would get huntsmans, wouldn't they?
Well, they'll get some type of spiders, but
isn't it kind of like the spiders from Arachnophobia? They're like big huntsmen.
Let's find a nice. There we go. Look, this is there's a big spider. Whoops. Hang on. There we go.
We don't get them that big.
Well, that's the photo. Look at that. He's huge.
That is a monster, that one.
Yeah, that is a big huntsman. I wouldn't want to see one that big. That one's bad enough. They're ugly. Look. Why would you want to see that? And they follow you. You move, they move.
Well, they're not sizing you up to eat you.
No.
They're just making sure that's safe.
But I've just got to make sure. Yeah.
They eat bugs.
Well.
They only bite if they think that you're going to like try and kill them, like snakes.
And spiders eat stuff I really don't like. Okay, maybe not Australian spiders. No, they're horrible. And we get snakes, but we haven't had one this year, have we?
Yeah, haven't really. I mean, it helped now that they've cleaned up the backyard a bit.
Yeah.
Next door.
We only had one in our house.
I've had 3. Oh, my back is killing me. I can't lean back on my chair. Hang on. Oh.
Yeah, they are a bit big, some of our spiders.
Now she's in my way, so I can't stretch my legs out.
Lily, come on, out.
Oh, she can stay there. Just let me put my feet out. Oh. I can't sit for long. My back starts to hurt. Oh, what do we got?
We're talking about spiders. Could we see those wedding photos sometime?
Oh, wedding photos. We can get them right now.
Well, we've only got a couple because we haven't actually bought our. Yeah,
I can bring in the.
Oh, the big one. I've got some on my phone. There's one of our photos. Oh, here we go.
Is that the only one that?
So we've got that one. This is under the jetty at Grange. Where's the? Oh, we've got this one blown up and it's in black and white, and we've got that in a nice frame that Mike.
You've probably seen it
on
the hanging on the wall in the hallway. Yeah, Mike is doing really well. Oh,
yeah. Last one. We haven't got too many, but there's that one as well.
Yeah, it's shocking. I don't know why it's not focusing.
No. We look better in the photos.
What, than in real life? Thanks.
Well, no. Someone said, hang on, where are we? There's
thanks, Brett. Well, yeah, my cousin is a great photographer, and he knows all the tricks with the angles and everything, and yeah, really happy with the photos.
You wouldn't want like our snakes. We have probably about 10 of the most poisonous snakes in the world living in Australia.
I'm not sure about you guys have rattlesnakes and cobras and stuff, don't you, in the US? I mean, we have a brown snake, and the brown snake, if the ambulances don't get here straight away,
You're pretty much dead.
you're pretty much dead. But so it'd be the same with any, I know it is, especially for the brown snake, is a compression bandage, not a tourniquet. That's where people go wrong. They do a tourniquet, and then when they release the tourniquet, the blood shoots up and goes around their body. So the trick is a compression bandage to slow the flow down. So we don't have one.
No. Oh, well, you could use my knee brace. That would probably work. That's a compression.
What if you get bitten on the arm?
Well, I'll just take it off, wouldn't I? And I'll put it on my arm.
Your arms aren't that big.
True.
But friends of mine on a property just a little bit on the outskirts of Malala, he got bitten in the webbing of his finger because he was walking along and the snake was like, it's going to get me. Bit him, didn't release any
photo.
It's back.
Oh, here we are.
What the? Strange. That's my new GoPro.
Oh. Well, at least that went for 2
And
hours.
then I think it was maybe a month or so later, he was walking with his little daughter, like she's tiny. She was, I don't know, 4. And she was walking and she got bitten in the webbing as well. And both of them were so lucky that the snakes didn't put in any poison. So I don't know what's with that, whether it's just a, precautionary bite first, or if they just get startled, but it's not a full-on attack. But this is where the baby brown snakes are so dangerous, because they don't have control. So if they bite you, they're releasing their full amount of poison into you.
Is that what we had in our laundry, baby, or did we have a teenager?
That was a baby. Oh, yeah, that was more like a that was like a young teenager. The little one, the baby brown snakes are like white nearly.
Okay.
And they're like, this long and kind of like a king cobra lolly.
Oh, okay.
It's about that size.
Well, we wouldn't have even known if we had a brown snake because we had Lily.
Yeah.
She was one who alerted us to it.
On YouTube, there's
He's not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, who's that? Brett, you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to.
Oh, well, if you can't
don't.
sleep, you might. Well, you missed on the last bit that we were talking about an hour ago about watching Wolf Creek. So if you can't sleep, put on Wolf Creek.
Yeah, and that'll make sure that you can't. Well, you won't sleep when you can't if you ever come to Australia. That's for sure. It's a good movie, and we don't have a lot of really good movies. What's another good Australian movie that has been huge and is something that we could watch over and over? I mean, is that movie Australia? But I've never watched it.
No, I haven't
with
watched
Hugh
it.
Jackman.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Uh,
Muriel's Wedding.
Oh.
I love Muriel's
God.
Wedding.
Stop it. Muriel's Wedding. Oh, you're terrible, Julie.
I am. Oh, no, I can be naughty. So I'll just change
Show
my
them, because some
T-shirt.
of them I haven't seen.
Oh, I changed my T-shirt now. Ta-da!
Naughty.
Naughty and nice. You're terrible, Muriel. That's a classic.
Yeah, but it's not that great. I mean, it's only classic because it's old.
Oh, get off my hat.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we running out of things to talk about?
We've only been on here 2.5 hours.
Is that all?
Yeah.
We've still got, there's still quite a few people chatting away, so we'll keep going.
Let us know when you're all off to bed.
Yeah, when you've had enough. We'll keep going until you've all had enough. So, I need to go and do some work when we get off, I think.
Oh, let me Google some Aussie movies.
Yeah, it has been fun. I've enjoyed it. And I'm thinking, now that I know it's so simple to do, you may have seen that I had a live stream last night that had no content on it, no picture, like no thumbnail or anything. That was me trying to work out, the camera and the mics and all that stuff. And I clicked on it. I didn't know it was popping up as an actual live stream. So,
I know a good Australian movie.
What?
Crocodile Dundee.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Americans would know that. The old classic. Two things. That's not a knife.
That's a knife.
That's a knife.
Yes. See, someone likes Priscilla.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I think I've only seen it once.
Have it? Well, guess what we're watching tonight? Oh, Dot and the Kangaroo. God, that's old.
Oh, Dot
Yes.
and the Kangaroo.
Yes, I remember
I
that.
remember that.
Oh, we got Skippy, but
I was just going to say Skippy.
but Dot. Oh, good God, 1977.
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Paul Hogan. He's actually a comedian. I don't know if you know that, but he was big back in the day before the Crocodile Dundee. Like he was big in the comic sort of scene.
Oh, in like early 80s.
Yeah,
late,
and then when he did Crocodile
70s,
Dundee, he became famous like a famous actor.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. He was in a comedy show that did skits, I think.
I don't know. I wasn't over here then. I was
I was pretty young, so I'm only going by.
Well, he had his own show, didn't he? The Paul Hogan show.
That's right, he did. Yeah.
And he used to promote Foster's beer. Was it
Foster's?
Was it Foster's? Or yes, it was Foster's. It wasn't Castlemaine.
Yeah. Foster's beer. To you guys that might like beer.
Victoria, Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter. Yes, that's right.
No, that's not a movie.
Yes, he did. It was the Crocodile Hunter Collision Course. He did a movie.
Oh, okay. That was sad when.
It was sad when he died.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just going to bring up Foster's. Foster's was exported all over the world, and I know the US. If you go into probably, I'm not so sure about now. I know it was like quite a few years ago, but it was exported all over the world. But the funny thing is, no one in Australia drank it. No one drinks Foster's.
I don't even know if you can still buy it over here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's still around.
Oh, Castlemaine 4X. I don't even know if they
4X.
Do they still have that over here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, 4X was on all the country.
We need to go and have a trip to the liquor store.
Yeah, 4X was on all the country pubs that signs out the front. Weren't it 4X signs? Yeah, we like the pale ale.
That's the only one we drink.
Yeah, we like the Cooper's pale ale. The Cooper's, I pass the Cooper's factory going to work every day, and they're building a visitors centre, and they've got cellars underneath this like big building, and they've got whiskey rooms, they're doing tastings, they're doing all sorts of stuff. It's a big visitors centre.
I was going to have a restaurant, so just up our alley, we'll be going there.
Oh yeah. And Cooper's have got a brew house on the way into the city that is always packed. It's like a bit of a trendy joint, isn't it? It's like it's packed out with people. And we went there. We went there a little while back, probably 6 months ago, and we couldn't get a table. We wanted to have a meal and a drink. The place was packed.
I like Jack Daniels.
Somewhere
near him.
Oh, is it really? Oh wow. Yeah, Jack Daniels is awesome. We're a bit Eastern
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah. Well, that's where. Hang on, show them some. Show and tell.
Show and tell. What are you? Homemade.
I've talked about our in the parlour having our wingback chairs and our whiskey sipping. This is some of our homemade whiskey liqueur. We haven't got much left, but we make 10 litres of spirits at what percentage? 40%?
Yeah, about 40.
Yeah. We make 10 litres. It's basically vodka. Each batch we do. So we get lots of spirits. So those that don't mind drinking a bit of spirits, it's so cheap. That cost us about $20 for a 1.125.
And we filled nearly 2 of them, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so cheap, and you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the gin is white rum. No, that's Bacardi.
Bacardi.
Yeah.
I had that
So we've got some Bacardi. We did. Oh, the rum that'll knock you out with one shot of that stuff. It's like petrol, isn't it? It tastes all right when you mix it with Coke.
It was a bit harsh. Yeah, no.
Drink it straight and it's just a bit harsh. It's like the bourbons. We've got a honey bourbon at the moment, but you just cannot get close to like Jack Daniels or Jim Beam.
No.
And Jim Beam, it's now one of my favourites with Jack Daniels. But
she wants to get out. Goodbye.
Go and chase something. Oh, that's better. I can stretch out. When I was 18, I had so much to drink one night, and I was looking after someone's bottle of Jim Beam, and I think I drank at least half of it, plus the other stuff that I had, and I was a mess, and I couldn't touch it for. It would have been 20 years easy. I couldn't even stand the smell of it. So yeah, that's what alcohol can do to you. What's that?
I know the little heart thing is in the way.
That heart does annoy me.
Yeah. Can you move it?
No, I don't think so. No,
well, we get the pure ethanol when we distill, don't we? We take out 100 mils or something, don't we?
Yeah, take out 100. Well,
is it 100 mils?
It says to take out less, but we take out about a quarter of a cup, don't we?
Yeah.
And we get rid of that. Because that's ethanol.
Don't want to drink that.
Ethanol. So, yeah, I had a mate that is so into it, and
oh dear, I was like that on my 21st with Sambuca. I can't smell that, and I can't drink it.
I wanted to make some Sambuca.
No, can't.
Yeah, I don't know that one, so can't help you with the spelling, but.
I just work in retail, so I just work in a department store, and it's called Myer over here. So there's about 62 stores in the whole country, and we have 3 in our state.
It's more of your upmarket department store, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like with David Jones, like
yeah,
they're both sort of.
I don't know what kind of department stores you have over there, but
Walmart.
Yeah, so no, it's not like Walmart.
No, that's more like
Kmart. Wasn't it? Walmart?
Well, that's a department store because they're different departments.
No, but Kmart's not like.
I don't know.
Anyway, so I work in a company called Myer, and that's where I got my trendy T-shirt from.
I've got 6 bottles of butterscotch schnapps flavouring that they sent me because I wanted Southern Comfort, and they didn't have any stock. They knew this, and they said, "Let's just send him these bottles instead." It's a thing they do on eBay, so you got to be careful. But we've got all these butterscotch schnapps flavouring that is not really, my thing.
Moonshine. Ooh.
Well, moonshine is basically what we're making in those bottles.
But no, that's where he lives. He lives in Moonshine Country. It's surprising how taste can be.
Where's that, Georgia? Where's that, Brett? I'm just thinking of the Dukes of Hazzard. Actually, I looked up to see if there is such a place as Hazzard County, and there was something. It wasn't Hazzard County, but it had something about Hazzard, I'm pretty sure, in the map that I looked at. You could probably correct me, but yeah.
Tennessee. Is that where it is?
I'm really bad with the states.
Your country's too big. I can't.
There's
follow it.
so many states. I know where the sort of. I mean, actually, I know California is over on the west coast. But is that right, or am I got it around the wrong way?
Oh,
we're down under.
We are down
that
under.
That was my Aussie voice. We're down under. We're all going to sound American one day over here. Already the kids, I tell my son Connor off all the time because he goes, he says process. And I say, it's process, Connor. He goes, what are you talking about? It's process. That's American. Up and to the left of Florida. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so I know exactly where it is now because I know where Florida is. Only because of the was it a cyclone they had down in Florida? When was that? That was 8 or 9 months ago, maybe. It was quite bad. There's a YouTuber that lives in Tampa Bay, and he was there was actually another YouTuber that was filming as this, was it a hurricane or something like that? He was filming it live, and it was nearly getting blown off his feet.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Penny? I'm Canadian. I'm guessing that maybe you misspelt something there. Tornadoes and hurricanes.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, we don't get stuff like that very often, but what was that they had up at Cairns?
Cyclone.
Cyclone, that's a different thing.
Thank you. Cyclone Jasper.
Jasper?
Yes. So Jasper obviously found that one.
I really must watch the news a bit more because I don't know anything. Oh, hurricanes are cyclones.
Ah.
Okay.
I think this one was only a category 2.
It was more rain than anything. Wasn't
Yeah, they had heaps. I was going to swear them, but I won't. But they had heaps of rain. Now where you going?
I was going to show him our shine.
Well, get the. There's not much left. We need to make some more.
Here's our shine. It's so clear when you go through the still. It's super clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've drank a bit.
We put glycerin in it, so that ages it, chemically ages it. So, yeah, so it's a bit more, it's smoother. But they are nice. Like if we weren't getting spirits that tasted good, we wouldn't drink it, would we? We wouldn't even make it.
No. Oh no.
Oh no, you lost your hair.
Oh dear. I've lost my hat. They're all coming in now.
From Iowa. I knew someone from Iowa.
Who?
Oh, you wouldn't know.
What? Oh,
Radar O'Reilly
who's that?
from MASH.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, I don't know anyone from Iowa, but well, I do now.
In
Rebecca.
in the we are going to have a. Are we having a Coford ceiling? Is that how you
Yes.
pronounce it?
Yeah. The family room. Yeah. So I've drawn it in. Actually, why don't we quickly go back to the drawing? It's still open, and seen as it's Les, isn't it? So the D is your middle name or something, is it? Sometimes it's tricky with these YouTube names, and I like people to sign off with their names so that I can refer to you as your name, because some people have got YouTube names that are totally different. SketchUp, here we go. All right. So we go back to this.
Oh, I can put my hat back on.
All right. So what we've got here, Les, is this is the main bedroom wing. This is the bathroom over here. So I'll spin this around a bit. You'll notice my drawing is much better. I've totally redrawn it. So I've got a domed ceiling here that will hang a chandelier from there, and this will all be domed up. That may be round, not octagonal. I think it's hexagonal. And there'll be a little like rounded lip at the bottom. So that was just the easiest way to draw it. But so we've got that ceiling in there, and then I've drawn in a vanity unit. We've got our shower in the corner here. We've got a cupboard here. This here is the toilet, and then there'll be a bath here that has the window by it. So
Hello.
What's she doing? Has she come back?
So we've got
She come to say
the
hello.
walk-through robe, and then
Where's Daddy?
so you can see the coffered. Hang on, I'll move it over.
Hello.
So I've got a coffered ceiling in our bedroom, and I've drawn the coffered ceiling down below. So if we can get rid of some walls, ground floor. Oh, let's take the ground floor out. Can see things a bit better. Let's spin this. All right, so if you can see that, so we've got the coffered ceiling in the family room. It's also in this bay area. I put a porthole window in here. Yeah, and I've been working on more detail on this drawing, and all of the windows are in now. So yeah, tell me what you think about this drawing compared to the other one. Let's go into the stairwell area. So we've got this arch that's in our bedroom. So I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to put a stained glass panel in there. I might put some LED lights or something so that that's got some light coming through for the stairwell. But the wainscoting is going to come across and down, and it's basically going through the whole house, the wainscoting. But I've shaped the bottom. So I've curved this bottom out, and then I want to try and do balustrades, but I don't know how I'm going to draw the balusters, so I might have to just leave that bit. But yeah, and I've got a window in. Got a window in there, so yeah, it's coming along. So let's go back so that we can see what you're saying. This one here. Yes, it is, Les. It's hang on. Let's turn this back around. Yeah, it's millimeter perfect. So, and the good thing about this program for me is I'm thinking about how I'm building it as I'm drawing it. So, yeah, and the balcony, the balcony roof where I had the pitched roof on there, I can get measurements that obviously they need to be measured from the actual site when it's being built, but I can get all sorts of measurements off this drawing. So yeah, it's all millimeter perfect. Yeah, sure. I can do that. I can, I just go into share, I believe, and I can just share it to your email. So if you want to, you've got my email now, send me an email and I'll send you a copy of that drawing. And what are you talking about when you say dimension sheet? Are you talking about some dimensions that I have on the, like on a piece of paper? Because I've got, it's all in my head. I know every dimension in my head. That's my dimension sheet. So, or if it's something in SketchUp, I can find where that is and pull that out for you. Maybe just give me a hint on where that is or what it is. If I can just draw the outside box and with dimensions for you. Yeah, because I would appreciate getting a bit of help. Yeah, I can give you. I can. So yeah, I'll just send a copy of the that file of that drawing to you, and then you should be able to drag that. Have you got SketchUp Pro or SketchUp Free? I've got a copy of SketchUp Pro. Yeah, Brett. Marvin's been so busy with all his own projects. He was trying to do some renderings for me and get them all done so that we could see what the outside was going to look like. But one of the problems with Marvin's drawings is he doesn't draw to scale. He draws to proportions. So it's easy to get off track when you do that. Yeah, well, it will probably work, I guess, in any of the SketchUps. So you just, once you put it in, then it's just the interface, I believe, that the actual drawing should be, yeah, should be universal. So I guess we'll find out. I'll email it to you. Thanks. Yeah, sorry. Oh, no worries, Kate. Well, thanks heaps for being here with us and having a chat. And
Merry Christmas to you and your family as well.
Yes, Merry Christmas and have a great New Year's. We're going to have a great New Year's.
Oh God,
the two
not
of
like
us.
last year though.
But yeah, have a great time with your family and yeah, make sure you're safe. You don't want to ruin Christmas with something silly happening. So yeah, until the next live stream or video, we'll talk to you then. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, SketchUp Free. I'll email it to you. No, I've said that. I'll email it to you, and hopefully it will work. Brett, yeah, Marvin has a lot of projects on the go. As I mentioned earlier, you may have missed it. He's writing a book, and he's got a publisher now. So this book's got 56,000, did he say?
56,000
56,000 words. It's pretty full on. It's not like a story, you know, like a simple. It's got a lot of detail in it from what I've glanced over. I'm just not a reader, so you know I haven't really read it. I've sent it to Julie, and Julie's going to have a read of it. But he's got that. He's doing his schooling. He does piano lessons. He does everything. Not everything, but he does. Yeah, he's got a lot of projects that he does. So he's had a broken tablet lately. So, and he does all his drawing on a tablet in a program called Creda. It's more of a drawing program, like an art sketching program.
I sent you an email.
Okay, no worries. Well, I'll see if I can do it now, and that way you can tell me if it works. So I'll check my email on my phone.
I know before we were all talking about spiders and snakes, I've just come across this video from Queensland. So I thought, oh, you all might like to watch this. So it's a snake in a toilet.
Oh, hopefully you would see it before you sit down. You wouldn't want that biting your low hanging fruit.
See, look, isn't he cute?
Emails. Oh, Dave. Oh, so your name's Dave? Sorry. All right, cool. All right. So so is Les your actual name, and you like to go by Dave? Doesn't really matter. If you like to go by Dave, I'll try and remember that that's your name.
Snake in the toilet.
All right. So if we go, hang on. What the hell?
Oh man, it's getting warm in here.
It is.
Turn the fan on. Turn the fan on. Oh, it's sweltering.
It might be a bit loud, but I'm trying to find your email, Dave. I've got your email, but God, I'm a bit of a dummy. Dave H. Gate winner. Is that what's your actual email address? Do you know?
Well, I think if
I know I can just
it,
reply it from that.
Yeah.
But I need to put it into the email on the computer.
Can you click on that?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a good mate that's David, and he works at Adelaide Uni, and I bet you everyone calls him David there. And whenever I talk to him, it's always Dave, because he was like in a metal band and yeah, had long hair, and we all did back when we were young. Did I say it out loud? Ooh. I didn't even think about that, Dave. Sorry. SketchUp, share. Create a link for others to view. Yes. All right, so I'm going to copy it, link copied. If I plug my phone in, I can transfer that over and then reply.
I need to excuse myself.
Yes.
For a minute. Sorry.
All right, let's. Sorry, I'm a bit slow with the old computer system.
No, we're not going for a walk. No.
Oh, I didn't say it? Oh, good. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking. Sometimes it's easy to forget that you're live all over the world. So, yeah, it's good. I'm glad that you mentioned that. Now, I've got to find my emails. So, hang on. Oh, here we go. I'll plug my phone in. Okay, good. All right, I'm just going to close this streaming window down briefly. Where am I going in here? Sorry, guys. I hope I'm not ruining our momentum here. All right, let's open this up.
Oh, it's warm out here. Yes, I know you got no water. Sorry, I'm coming back. You've got no water.
That's all right. We can always do this one. Ah, damn it. All right, that's not going to work. All right, well, sorry, Dave, I'm going to have to sort this out later on. We'll go back to our scheduled programming. Yeah, I'll sort this out later so that my limited knowledge can send it to you. You can be my new design man. Don't let Marvin know I said that.
Mm-hmm. You'll probably come back on and watch the rest of it later.
Well, no, it'd be pretty late for him now. He's a young boy. He goes to bed early. Can see. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen on the camera. Yeah, the office down the front, opposite the parlour. That's going to be awesome. So I made myself a nice desk. And, yeah, I mentioned in that last video about my big bookcase with the sliding ladder. I just got to figure out what I'm going to put in there. I should put the call out for anyone with old books to sell me all their old books.
Mm-hmm. We need to find an old bookshop.
Yeah, and go in there every week. What the? Has she got hanging from her mouth?
God knows.
Some entrails. Never a dull moment.
She's fly catching.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm actually building the fireplace at the moment. you're talking about in the dining room? Because I can go and get you. I can do some more show and tell. I'll bring it around.
What are you getting?
The side to the mantle.
Oh, Lily. Come here. Come here. Who's this? Lily, come here. Come here. Who's this? No, not under the table.
Yeah, she'll knock that over.
Do you want me to hold anything?
Hang on, I'll get rid of this. Oh, maybe if you can just put the camera, hold the camera up. So this is one of the sides to the mantle. So the fireplace obviously is down low, so there'll be paneling that comes up with a curve, and this dental molding goes all the way around, and then a top, and then there'll be the overmantle. So it's quite high, but I wanted it like that. Yeah, I like things big. So I've got 2 of them already made. So over the next couple of weeks, I think I'll be able to get the rest of it built. So, but that'll only be the bottom part. The overmantle will come later. And I want to go pretty much all the way up to the cornice and have a massive crown mold on the top. So yeah, that's what's happening with the mantle in the dining room. And then I'll probably make each one a bit different. I'll see what happens. But, you know, this is easy enough to make. We call these cricket bats because we make them on the front of the, on like our doors. Try and get it so you can see in a bit more 3D, see the shape of it. It's like the bottom of a cricket bat, but you guys probably aren't that familiar over in the US. But, yeah, and then there's one more of them in the middle that's like a keystone. It's got, you can see me there as well. I'm quicker than that. Look. I'm quicker than him. He's a slowpoke.
Don't drop it.
No, I don't want to drop it on my toes, that's for sure.
No, you don't.
All right.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would have thought we'd be live streaming
For 3 hours.
all afternoon? Actually, it's been nice to have the time to sit here and do this.
Hello.
Isn't it? Where you're not working and I'm not working.
What you doing?
Oh, damn it. What is that?
What's that?
That heart. I can't see what that word is there.
On the wall on
What is
each
going on?
side.
Are you talking about the, like, that's the face and then on the sides, or are you talking about the gaps either side of the chimney? Because, yes, I've got plans for that.
I would not have predicted I would be talking to someone on the other side of the world right now.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. That's what's so cool about it, the walls. Yeah, so on the left-hand side, I'm going to build a grandfather clock. You can get the movement for about $400, and then I'll build the whole thing. So, and that will have a really big crown mold on it too and be really fancy. So we'll have a grandfather clock on the left. And then on the right, I want to build a cabinet with glass doors on the top and just solid doors at the bottom that we can put stuff like cutlery, placemats, and you know, like our crystalware. Do we have crystalware? Oh,
Yes, we do. We got grandma's crystalware up the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, cupboard on the right and the grandfather clock. I'm going for the grandfather clock on the left by the pocket door wall because I've made that smaller and that's just a nice spot where it'll fit now. So yeah, I think that'll I'm not sure what a Gothic. I'll have to Google that. A Gothic grandfather clock. That could be exactly what I want to build. I'll let you know in a sec. Gothic grandfather clock. Ooh, that's a lot of detail.
God.
I like that one.
It's like Big
All right.
Ben.
I'll choose one that I like and then show you what it's most likely to be like.
Nah.
That looks like an old Victorian mansion. That's a little too busy. That's not bad. That looks like Westminster. No, not Westminster.
Big Ben.
Westminster.
Big Ben, you mean?
Parliament House. Big Ben. Yeah, maybe something like that. This one here looks like Windsor Castle or something.
I don't know if I like the face.
No, the face has to be. The face is one of the most important thing, and I want a moon
It's
dial.
got to be proper
Do you know what a moon dial is?
face style.
A moon dial shows you the like night and day sort of.
What does
Elizabeth Tower. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say, but I'm trying to find one that is. Well, I'll show you the one that looks like what I'm thinking is the English castle. It's kind of like probably similar to what I'm thinking. Something like that. Hang on, can't. But it's got to have a glass door where the
they do
pendulum.
a grandmother clock?
Yeah, they're little ones.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, that looks like.
It looks like
It looks like Tinky Winky.
It looks like a fish.
You know, one of the what are they called?
Teletubbies.
Yeah, it looks like a Teletubby.
Oh God, that's horrible.
When you watch these kids shows, you can't unwatch them. You always think back to. Actually, I used to quite enjoy watching movies with the kids. I used to sit there with Holly probably every weekend and watch Barbie movies and My Little Pony. She was obsessed with My Little Pony. So it'd be My Little Pony or Barbie movies, and we had them all. Yeah. So yeah, a grandfather clock of some sort. I'll find a design that I don't want it to match like the mantle, but it's funny how if you say to the majority of people, I want a grandfather clock, they think of a certain brand that's been pushed to everyone, and that's what everyone thinks it is. You know, I spend a lot of time when I go, I'm going to make a grandfather clock, I'll spend a lot of time on Googling grandfather clocks, and I'll probably take elements from this one and that one. And I don't know, that maybe is that one of the things that maybe is wrecking my house design, Dave, or sorry, I went, Dave. You know, the fact that I'm putting some artistic license in there of what I like. Marvin said to me a while back that my Ave blocks, we call them Ave blocks. I think you might call them bottom blocks or something like that.
Ow.
Eclectic. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know what that is. Wouldn't it be awesome if people could have their webcam on and next to their, like here, you just have all the little pictures of their heads, and then they can like add in like pictures and then you could have a real conversation. Oh, a bit of this and that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's probably how I roll. Some designs look awesome, but then they've got a horrible flat skirting on them. I guess, see, I had my own business years ago where I made antique reproductions, and I loved it. It was really good, but I had a couple of workers that one was fast but really terrible, and one was slow but really good, and neither of them could make me any money. So I ended up going back to just me. And but I loved making my antiques, and based on, I've got a lot of. Sorry, I just need to check. Yeah, we're getting low on mic power. Actually, no, it won't work because they would be getting it. Anyway, back to the story. Yeah, I would use what router bits I have to make moldings. I might go and buy a specialised bit or whatever, but yeah, I worked for a place that had it was a furniture company that did basically the same thing, antique reproduction, and I learned how to copy an existing molding, like crown mold, without the use of what they would have originally made it, probably a big spindle molder. And yeah, it taught me a lot. And so now when I'm doing things, it's like the Aves here that I've just worked out what could look good, put it all together, and I've done a couple of different designs, and I went for this one. And I really like this one because it's really chunky, and for the height of the doors, it doesn't look too itty bitty like little molds. It's big molds, and it's all straight. So when the top blocks sit on top and then your chair rail block, there's no angle, where a lot of the skirtings, there aren't very many Aves that you can get from the molding shops that are flat, like a rectangular section. Most of them are wedged, so they're thin at the door and then thick at the wall, and you can't really use the top blocks. Got something hurting my lip. So anyway, I made that up, and so that's what I'll do when I make the grandfather clock. Yeah, you're right there, Dave. Spot on. Yeah, I've got inside the bedroom are modern moldings, and it's called Old Colonial. I think we were talking about this earlier. Old Colonial is another word of saying someone's tried to make it look fancy but stopped halfway. So, but there wasn't anything else available. I got the biggest, chunkiest, fanciest moldings, but they weren't good enough for here, so I had to make them. And the guy I get the timber off, he actually said to me, "Why don't you get Tea Tree Gully Moldings to make the ones for you?" I say, "Yeah, by the time they do that, it's going to add so much cost to it, where, if I spend 3 or 4 hours one afternoon routing out moldings on strips, then the next day I glue them together and make my actual Aves, then it's not much labor, and I don't have to pay for it. So I'd rather do that."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel the same about when I watch shows. There's a show a YouTube channel I really like called Perkins Builder Brothers, and they basically build houses. They're a team of carpenters, and one of the brothers has a shop under his house, and he's very similar to me, actually, or I'm similar to him, either way. And now I've got a frog in my throat. Hang on.
Oh, we've gone back talking about Vera. Oh, okay, I must have to watch that. I'm going to have to look up Vera now. I'll go and watch it.
I've lost my train of thought now.
Sorry.
Um,
Penny's jealous of your workshop.
yeah, I wish it was my workshop, but mine that I'm going to build here is going to be quite big. I'm putting in rainwater tanks underneath the shed. We call it a shed, not a shop. But I know where I was. That guy from the other YouTube channel, he gets all sorts of timber. He just got this big pack of old walnut that he got from a sawmill. We can't do that. We can't go down. Walnut here is so expensive. I've got some at work, and I've made one table out of walnut. It's a little bit boring. It would look awesome in here with a little bit of stain on it. And that's kind of like the blackwood. If you stain the blackwood dark, like darker than it is, and it'll look quite nice. So with that mantle, I'm trying to use the blackwood, but I can't go just cutting up lengths and lengths of blackwood. I can take the odd piece, but most of it's off cut. So I guess I can be a bit wasteful, but at work, I don't throw anything out apart from little blocks that you can't do anything with. When I cut up the big pieces, now I get sawn timber. We don't really have, the sawmills wouldn't. There are ones that you can buy, flitches and what are they called? Raw edge slabs and whatever, but generally it's all machined up PAR, so planed all round. But I'll cut it up. There won't be a lot of thicknessing down because we get 38 mil and we finish the tables either at 32 or 30 if it's a 60 mil thick top, and we double them up. I try not to waste any. Oh, veneer, man. I mean, I know exactly where you're coming from, Dave. The veneer, I use veneer at work for the carcasses that's sold like that. But if I'm making something, veneer doesn't look like real wood. It's laid up because they cut it off of a cylinder and it goes round and round. When they lay it up, it all looks the same. What they need to do is cut these strips up and muddle them all up so they all look different. But then people go, oh, it's too hodgepodge. But that's what timber is. Every bit is different. You wouldn't believe the nutcases I get at work, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We get some real nutcases that go, or what's this spot here? You go, that's a natural knot. And I'm like, well, it's the only one on the whole table. Sometimes the boss goes, just make another table for him. And he puts that in the shop. It's like, that's just a waste of time and money. Yeah, the people just, when they're buying contemporary furniture, they want plastic wood and flat surfaces and no grain. And it drives me crazy. It's driving me to want to leave there, actually. I suppose I can't really leave there until I get my shed built. We might have to call it a day, hey?
Okay, if you want to.
My back's killing me.
My back's getting sore as well. We'll cover
I
old
just-
bogies.
A couple of old buggers that can't do anything for too long. So we might end it here, guys. Any more questions? So you understand what I'm saying in retail. Julie does as well with the customers. Julie gets rated when people are members of the store, and she gets rated, and they'll give you a low score based on something absolutely ridiculous, and then they get talked to, Julie and the people, if they get a low score there, they get talked to by the manager, like the big boss, about what they could have done better to have made them happy. It's like you just can't make some people happy. Yeah, same to you, Penny. Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year's. Keep your eyes out for a video that will be coming out probably it might be Boxing Day now, and then I've got a lot of work to do over the next couple of weeks, so there'll probably be a few videos coming out. The videos, I'd love to keep going with the daily work, but the problem is I'm paying for everything cash as I go. There's no bank account that's, like full to the brim that I just go and take money out. I have to earn the money to go and buy the materials. And sometimes, like with this liquid nails that I use, I'll need to get like
You need shares in that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
it's
you
good
buy
stuff
so
for
much
that.
of it.
But it bloody costs you a lot, like you buy 3 packs, there's $60 gone. And $60 might not sound like a lot, but when you've got to get other materials that you're going to use the glue to put those things, it just doesn't go very far. So that's what's been happening lately, and that's why there hasn't been anything too fantastic getting done, because I'm sort of concentrating more on the house than I was at work. So yeah, I've got to.
This is your nephew.
Oh, hey Daniel, where you been? We've been on here for 3 hours. My nephew Daniel. Yeah, nice to see you. I'll see you in a couple of days. Yeah, so I've got to work to earn the money to buy the materials. It's kind of like that Cotties song.
Oh,
My dad picks the fruit that goes
the cordies to make the cordial that I like best.
Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, there's a lot of things that have to all work together for me to be able to renovate this house. So I need to get my head into gear. Problem is, it's not so much my head, it's my body that's letting me down at the moment. So I've got onto something that this other YouTube channel I was talking about, Perkins Builder Brothers, they what's it called? Oh God, a sponsor. One of their sponsors was a thing called Athletic Greens. So it's a morning. It's like a vitamin drink, one of those green ones that everyone looks at and goes, "Oh, that looks disgusting." It's got a bit of sugar in it, so that apparently it tastes quite good. But I need something to give me a bit more energy.
Song saying time to say goodnight.
What's that?
You're singing.
So, our singing's not any good. Yeah, I know you're right. But all right. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for everyone for coming and having a chat, because, I was thinking, this could be like me and one other person, or us and one other person. But I really appreciate you coming, and it's been fun. And we'll definitely be doing it again.
Yeah, thanks ever so much for everyone coming along. I can't believe we've been here for like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, but it's pretty cool.
Even though you've done all the talking.
Yeah, most of it.
Yeah.
And I haven't even got a sore mouth yet.
Not yet.
I've only just loosened it up. All right, guys. Well, yeah, have a great Christmas and have a even better New Year's. And we'll see you soon. Like I said, we'll have another video. I'm going to try and put out some more shorts. I had a disaster with the short last night, but we won't talk about that. So if it's not too hard if people could go and have a look at the short that I put up. It's the same as the normal video, but it's 4 seconds shorter, so it qualified as a short. So annoying. So yeah, It's really great chatting with you, and I look forward to doing it again. So, yep, everyone enjoy their Christmas. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Christmas. Bye.
And
Have a
are we
good
going to
New
sing
Year.
Chris? Are we going to do a carol?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
No, we'll skip the
Okay.
carols.
All right.
All right. See you guys. Thanks heaps.
Bye. Stay safe.
How do I turn this off?
Well, you go here in stream.
The big red button, end stream. See ya.
Bye.